they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Italy off the back of 2 back-to-back defeats. We currently have a 3-2 record, so we're above 500. Can we remain above 500 and win our last game of this tour? Welcome to Bullseye TV, wherever you are, however you may be listening. We are joined, as always, Kulekani Hlongwane.
We are joined. I'm joining you, my boy. Yeah, good evening. Awesome evening. Yeah, Loftus fans, Marcos. But yeah, like you said, 3-2, Marcos. It's been obviously a tough tour out up north. But yeah, we just needed to finish the tour off strong and then come back home, I think, Marky.
We're, of course, brought to you by Richelieu, the official drink of Bullseye TV, as well as Luno, the official crypto investment partner to Bullseye. And on that point, we're actually here at the Luno launch event. So we've got a little video prepared. Let's listen to that.
I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la. I love you like la 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 la.
We are back here at the live Luno launch event to celebrate the partnership between Luno
Unreal.
and the Vodacom Bulls. It's incredible sponsorship. And on that point, we actually are joined by Marius from Luno. If you want to just step over here and answer a couple of questions. Marius, nice to meet you. And thank you so much for joining us.
That's for you.
Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you.
Thanks so much for coming on. And I suppose the first question, the obvious question is, what drew Luno to the Vodacom Bulls and why did you want to get involved in this brand, in this franchise?
Yeah, it's a good question. So at Luno, our mission is to put the power of crypto in everyone's hands. And we do that by making it very easy and safe for people to purchase cryptocurrency. It's still very early on. We see and read about cryptocurrency in the media, but it's still daunting, to access and to dip your toes into cryptocurrency. So what's key for us is we have to educate the public about this new technology, and we have to be the trusted guide for the everyday person, to dip their toes into crypto. And we see the Bulls as a stable union. They've been a pillar in the SA rugby fraternity for many years now, and we don't see any other better way in which we can use the Bulls and work with the Bulls to educate the South African public. We also think that the mind of a rugby player, rugby players have to think on their feet. They have got a different appetite towards risk, and they have to take risks to get reward. And the same with cryptocurrency. It's a new technology. You have to tackle it to really understand it. So I think there's a great connotation with rugby, and that's why we are very happy and pleased to be here tonight.
And Marius, just for us laymen, can you just tell us more about what cryptocurrency actually is? And then on top of that, how can Luno help us get involved in cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency, so people refer to it as magic internet money.
Okay.
But really what it is a digital representation of a value. that's not controlled by a central authority like a central bank or even a bank. No, it's money that's controlled in a decentralized manner. It gives people freedom, to send funds or send cryptocurrency, to any place really. So you can almost think of it as cash. Cash is peer-to-peer money. For a cash transaction, you don't need a middleman to process the cash payment to the other party. It's you and the other person. You can think of cryptocurrency as digital cash. It's a transaction between you and another person that happens without the need for a central person to process the transaction. So that is what it's about. And we think that the same way that the internet and that the email transformed the way in which we communicate, we think that cryptocurrency could potentially have the same impact on the way in which we use money in the future. So yeah, it's about the evolution of money, and we think cryptocurrency can play a key role in that.
Brilliant. And then, as you know, the Vodacom Bulls back-to-back losses. You, as a leader in your field, how would you address perhaps employees, or if something wasn't going according to plan, or you kind of on the back foot, losing a little bit of morale? How would you get your employees to kind of step up, improve their game, as we hope the Vodacom Bulls can do this evening?
Look, I think it's about taking a long-term view, right? We trust that the Bulls have got plans in place. They've got a good coach. And the players need to stick to that plan. Same in the cryptocurrency space. Cryptocurrency is something for the long term. As I said earlier, it's got the potential to change the way in which we transact, change the way in which we use money. But it's not going to happen overnight. People should have patience. So we take an extremely long-term view of the market, and we think that over time, the more people that are familiar with crypto, the more people that get educated about crypto, the more use there will be for cryptocurrency. So I think in the Bulls instance, stick to your plan. It's not about instant gratification. Sometimes it is, because you want to win every game, but you have to trust in the system as well.
I mean, that's an awesome message for the fans at home as well. Just stay a bit patient with the boys. And also, just on a lighter note, so let's shift to the game. Score predictions.
Oh, wow, score predictions. They played Benetton, right?
Yeah.
They had a good run. They had a couple of good wins. Strong team, the best of the Italian side. So,
Hundreds.
But I'll probably say Bulls by 15.
15, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
15, 1-5.
1-5.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Morris. We
Awesome.
really appreciate it. And did you come up with the Rusty ads? Was that your brainchild?
Yeah. Rusty and
Brilliant.
Nasia Kulisi as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stunning. Thanks so much for joining
Thanks,
us, Morris.
guys. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
thanks for being here. Cheers.
Cheers.
That was Marius from Luno, and as we said earlier, we are at the official launch of the partnership between Luno and the Vodacom Bulls. What an incredible marriage that is. Let's hope we can consummate that marriage going down the line, and let's quickly shift tacts over to that Munster game, our last game against Munster, and I wish we could just carry on chatting to Marius.
Yeah.
We have to chat about this game. 31-17 was the final score. Of course, Vodacom Bulls stumbled once again, KK. And if you look at the stats, possession-wise, 50-50. There's slightly more territory.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, it was one of our best defensive performances of the entire season. We made 92% of our tackles. We only missed 15. Munster missed 19. Penalty count 9-9. So you look at the stats purely at the box score, you go, we should have won this game. But looking at the score, we were not even in it.
Yeah, and that just goes back to what you were saying earlier in the week when prepping for this game, Marcus. That it was just Munster just wanted it more, Marcus. I just felt like the Bulls, not to be too harsh, were just a bit toothless at times, Marcus, which really didn't show at any facet of the game. We were never in the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, Marcus, yes, we had a better tackling performance, but as the game went on, we just felt like it's dead for the Bulls from probably about the 30th minute. So I hope it's a better performance to end the tour of Marquee.
Yeah, and speaking of toothless, let's chat about the defense. And it wasn't so much the missed tackles. I mean, we missed 15. But it was more the passivity on it. We were so passive. We weren't getting up in their face. The rush wasn't there. And I don't know if that was just a tactic to kind of combat the fact that the over-aggressiveness or over-eagerness, and that's why we're missing tackles, shooting up off the line. Maybe we're like, let's just be a little bit more passive. Let's wait, watch the plays unfold. But it had the opposite effect. And as we said earlier, we've been missing tackles week in and week out. You can only steal from Peter so long before you have to eventually pay Paul. I love that one. And we've been paying Paul now 2 weeks in a row. Are we going to play Paul again this
No,
week?
surely not, Marcus. And it's that passive defense where you talk of, Marcus. And it's that high school defense where it's like three paces up in the faces and then scanning. Where we know that the Bulls we used
drift
to
defense.
Drift defense. We know the Bulls that we know from last season is in your face. You know what I mean? Just just cutting out the channels, but we really worked. It was different defensive tips. The worst defensive I've seen from the Bulls in terms of defensive lines.
Yeah, but we were actually camping on their line for about 7 minutes at the end of the game, camping on their try line, just could not score. And I think that was, I mean, you mentioned toothless earlier. I think it's the perfect word the phrase to describe that game. Again, toothless. 7 minutes, 2-3 meters out. You cannot get over there. You cannot get over the advantage on the score. You've got Eskom, you've got Marcel Couture, you've got Ulrich Loh. Some of the best in Bismarck du Plessis was on. Some of the best in the business in close quarters can't get that final try. And eventually that contributed to us losing a game that we probably should have maybe not won, but at least been a lot closer
100%.
in eating into that lead. Last thing I want to chat about was the kicking game, and I thought that Munster dominated the kicking game. And we can look at Chris Smith. He made multiple mistakes. The one error that led to that try by Jeremy Laumann, the short restart that resulted in a scrum for Munster. But it wasn't just him, it was a litany of errors in terms of contestables being too deep, kicking out on the full, them kicking and pinpointing us and catching our back three unawares. And as a result, we just weren't in the game because we couldn't get the hand on the ball and kick into the right areas.
100%, Marcus. You've hit everything like the hammer. You're on the nail again. And the only other point I just want to just focus on quickly is that Chris Smith. Chris Smith I spoke about. He's a confidence player. You know what I mean? So him coming off the bench the first time in such a long time. It's uncharted territory. I mean, he's used to like playing minute 1 to minute 80 to minute 60, 70. So understand you can't really blame it on Chris. It's a small error, but Marcus, it will littered with errors the whole game.
We do have a different gravy every week, and perhaps after that loss, it's just a little bit difficult to stomach a different gravy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Ulrich Loh. I thought he actually had a really good game, a sneaky good game. 8 successful carries, and anyone who knows rugby and rugby stats knows 8 successful carries in a game is exceptional. He also had 20 tackles, just a Yalman workman-like performance. He might be our best player at the moment, and there's some stats to riddle off here. 51 carries, that's 4th in the comp. 55 tackles, that's 8th in the comp. 91% success rate in tackling, that's 13th. Bear in mind, he missed our opener, so he's a game down, and he's in the top 10 for so many statistical categories. Ulrich Loh is a deserving Springbok, and he'll play 100 caps for the Boks. Okay, because you've got a Gravy-esque.
Gravy-esque player. This player that I think he was out for so long, and to come back, you know what I mean? The glue is Harold Foster, you know what I mean? He came in, maybe that's why we tackled more in the back line, you know what I mean? Maybe he had, better defensive reads, and he had on attack, but he just didn't get that impotence. There's not only so much a number 12 can do if no one else is helping him around him, Marcus. But Harold Foster, nice that he's back. Let's see what he can do tonight.
Let's move on to our game at hand as Vodacom Bulls taking on Benetton. Let's chat through the lineups. KK, why don't you take us through that Benetton outfit?
Please be kind there, Marcus. His name's... Yeah, but
I'm so chuffed it's on my turn.
It's always my turn with Benetton. But anyway, Marcus, 11 changes. A brand new pack from 1 to 8. So even them at 1 with Nicotera and Simone Ferrari in the front row, Marcus. And then it's Rutso at number 5. Then you look at the back three, Lorenzo Conone. He will look to get over the advantage line. Devil Duvenach at 9 pairs up with this one. Thomas Albanols at 10, Marcos. And then I want to look at the back three. We look at Matteo Bellini, Ignacio Breaks, and then Giancomo De Re. They will look to break us through.
That pronunciation. Are you sponsored by Panarottis tonight, man? Wow. Let's move over to the Vodacom Bulls and looking through that team. 8 changes, a litany of changes. More than 50% turnover from week to week. Incredible. A couple of those changes will go in more depth a bit later on, but looking at the front row, Gerrie Sennekamp, Francois Klopper, Bismarck all in, Janku Swanepoel in at 4 to team up with Ruan Nokia, and then in the back row, Eskom comes back in at 7 to team up with Ulrich Loh and Marcel Couture. In the backs, of course, Chris Smith at 10, Johan Goosen has an HIA, so concussion, he's in the protocol, dealing with a concussion. Horrible turn of events from a man who's just returned from injury.
Yeah.
He joins Sabu in that HIA, and we're hoping he's going to be back soon. Then, of course, Stephen Gans, another change at 13, and then David Krill. After a really good performance off the bench, he's in on the right wing. So let's go through those changes in a little bit of depth, starting with the front row. Gerrie Sennekamp, Francois Klopper, but most importantly, Bismarck du Plessis. He's back, and we're really excited to watch him play.
Yes, Marco, it's hard to see my favorite player of all time that I've ever watched at number 2, actually in general, Bismarck du Plessis back. We know what it brings to the field, Marcus. Maybe he will get over the ball more. We've been missing that a lot without the likes of Grobbies, so hopefully he can impact the game in that way. And also his ball carrying ability is unbelievable, Marcus. And then also, sort of quickly, Gerrie's back in for Sim and Klopper for more name, Marcus. Gerrie, I think they brought in Gerrie, especially Gerrie, to really stifle Simone Ferrari, because 9 penalties that they have gotten, like for a better word, Benetton, is unbelievable. I'm second in the whole competition, so hopefully those guys can stand me.
They've got a proper scrum.
Yeah, they have a proper scrum.
And the weird thing is, against Glasgow, we dominated scrum time, and then last week we struggled. It was like parity. We couldn't get dominant. So we're going up against a big pack, a big scrum, as you mentioned. We need to circumvent that Simone Ferrari. He's a class act.
Yeah.
Eskom, Marco van Staden back in at 7. I really like this. I don't know if I like the call to move him out. I think Veer Senkup had a pretty good game. No disrespect to him, but Marco van Staden is a Springbok. You know what you get with him. It is what it says on the tin. Physical, big ball carrier, over the ball. And the weird
Springbok.
thing, though, against Glasgow, we had 2 pilfers, this dual pilfer with Marcel Couture and Eskom, and we didn't make too many steals.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they brought one of them out. Hopefully we can really disrupt the breakdown, because that's a real strength of Benetton.
Yeah. With Bismarck, there's also that those two it's going to be they're going to put on a performance of their lives today. Those 3 marks, Bismarck and the 2 Lucies.
And then Chris Smith in at 10, of course, an injury-enforced change, and the carousel at fly-off continues now. Goose out, Chris Smith in. Chris Smith, I don't think he's going to win any awards for his game against Munster. It wasn't the greatest second half, we're being honest. But,
Confidence player, man.
But, as you say, confidence player. We all know the class of this man. He just needs to get a little bit of time on the ball, calm the nerves, calm himself down. He's now a veteran player. He will have a good game this evening. I've got no doubt about that. He's not going to have a shock. He's going to play really, really well. At one stage, he might have even had a hand on a Bork jersey, and there's still the back doors open with Alton. Who knows what's happening there? Goose, HIA, France, Staines injured now. There's a chance. Can he now mount some kind of fight to get one of those 3 places in the Bork squad at fly-off?
Yeah, 100%, Marcus, and it just shows how he's improved. You know, there was an article about him with SRA about a couple of weeks ago about how he's become Mr. Reliable at number 10, do you know what I mean? And that was a part of his game that maybe it was his kryptonite, kicking for balls, you know, managing the game. Now he's like, doesn't make a mistake, and that's what a Bork 10 essentially does, Marky.
Last 2 changes, Stedman Gans in at 13. I mean, Jake White's trying to get him into the game more and more, and we like his off-the-ball work. I prefer him at 13 than wing. I think he's wasted on the wing. His 7 skill set comes to the 4 at 13, so I'd like to see how he goes there. And then lastly, David Krill on the wing. David Krill had a really, really good cameo off the bench last week.
Yeah.
Scored a try, had another try assist. In fact, I think he might have had 2 try assists. He was involved in both the tries we scored, and he scored one himself. So really good performance from David Krill. Really good in the air. We know, and we're going to get to it now, Benetton in the air, they retain the 2nd most kicks out of any team in the comp. They are brilliant there.
Yeah.
We need that big, tall, lanky guy to get up in the air and try and win some of those balls back.
100%, Marcus. On the nail you go, Marcus. And your DK, you know, at wing. And that's a nice thing about 4 DKs, that he's so versatile, so he can play anywhere, so you will get game time. So hopefully there he can maybe, you know, win those aerial battles, Marky.
Let's chat about Know Your Foe. Of course, our foe, Benetton. They have a 3-2 record, identical to ours. Unbeaten at home. They're a juggernaut at home. Let's chat about their strengths first. I've mentioned home field advantage. They're a different animal there. Don't expect the team that got absolutely pulverized by Edinburgh last week.
Yeah.
This is a different animal, as I mentioned. Attack a little bit average. 119 points scored, that's 10th, but they have 48 offloads, which is 2nd in the comp. They like to keep the ball off the grass. Kicking game, in my opinion, is the best in the comp. They're 1st in kicks from hand, 1st in kicking meters, and 2nd in kicks retained, as we mentioned. So they're kicking more than anyone else and retaining the 2nd most kicks. That's an incredible stat. Defense, 90% of their tackles they make. And breakdown, they're 3rd in turnovers. So I don't know if I've just taken all of your information away from you, the KK, but maybe you can elaborate.
I can elaborate. I just want to elaborate just on the defense, because we spoke about it before the game earlier about how, you know, the defense is so good. It means the work rate is very high on defense and at the breakdown, but they're letting in a lot of points. So it's a very weird team. Do you know what I mean? It's a really balanced team. But I think other than that, is that I think they're actually a quite well balanced team in terms of defense and attack. So let's see what they can do, Marcus.
Very well coached as well,
Yeah.
I think. And the
Yeah.
fundamentals they've got down pat. Looking at their strengths, Cakes, and we mentioned their strengths, their weaknesses. We just said defense is a strength and a weakness. As you said, they make 90% of their tackles, but they let in so many points. They've conceded the 2nd most tries as well. Disciplined, 3rd amount of pens conceded. Lineouts, they've got no lineout steals, so they're absolutely no threats in the air whatsoever. And speaking of defense, yes, they make 90% of their tackles, but 2 absolutely strike runners last week. Darcy Graham, Duan van der Merwe, absolutely diced them up. If you look at some of these stats, Darcy Graham, 2 tries, 4 clean breaks, 112 meters. Duan also scored 2 tries, beat 9 defenders, and had 3 offloads. They absolutely dominated. Can our strike runners, and we're missing a couple weapons, can our Curtly Orances, can our maybe Stepman Gans, it probably falls into that category, can those 2 just step up? Wandi Similani is probably a weapon. Can they have that kind of effect on the game?
Yeah, I'm sure they can. I also want to look at, they haven't scored many tries, 13 tries, that's 10th, you know what I mean? So, like, that's below mid-table in terms of tries scored, so they don't score a lot of tries. And also, Marcus, the meters gained, so which means, yes, they are good, like, in open play, getting clean breaks and offloads, but they don't make the meters, you know what I mean? They're very good in close, what that tells me, they're very good in close proximity rugby. But let's see what happens in this game, Marcus, and I really wanted to attack that line, 83% line, as you mentioned it, Marcus. And then back to one strength again, Marky, 9 scrum penalties, won, second in the whole competition. So we really have to keep an eye on that, because if we don't keep an eye on that, that could be a make or break.
Most definitely. Battles. They've got a couple to chat about. There's a litany of battles across the park. The first one you want to mention, Francois Klopper going up at Simone Ferrari. Chat or start with Francois Klopper.
Yeah, Marcus, Francois Klopper, you know what I mean, the new sign, the young man, we brought him in for his meat, for his muscle, for his scrumming ability, and you spoke about how, how ready he was with the 2 weeks back when he started the game. He really, it took us over that edge we needed at scrum time. So he was really good. Coming up against Ferrari, a veteran in his own right. He's unbelievable. A lot of those penalties are coming from his side that they're getting. So Klopper has got a hard job on the opposite side. And then Geri's got a big job at anchoring Simone Ferrari.
Ferrari's a veteran, isn't he? I mean, he's the starting tight head for Italy. I'm looking at Escom against Michel Lamano. Escom, of course, Marco van Staden. I think he's going to have a big impact on this game, especially at the breakdown. We want to see him get on the ball a lot and make those big physical barnstorming runs that have become his trademark. Michel Lamano, what is there to say? Youngest captain in Italian rugby history. At 23 years old, they made him a captain. Absolutely unbelievable. His father represented Italy. His father represented Italy at the Olympics in 1984 and 1988. So he comes from real stock. He's got that real DNA, that rugby DNA in his fibers. And he grew up idolizing Richie McCaw, of all people. So
weird,
bizarre.
Yeah.
Might as well idolize Idi Amin. 45 tackles made, 1-2 turnovers, so he's a workhorse, but he leads from the front, and he's kind of rejuvenated and regalvanized Italian rugby, that they do have a future. It is beyond a Sergio Parise and Castro Giovanni. Next battle, your last one in the backs.
Yeah, quick one. Ambrose Papier versus Derval Duvenacher, Marcos. I always have to have in a battle when he plays. He's the captain. Sort of Ambrose. Ambrose Papier, the quick man, the nippy little man. He's working on his boxing in his game, managing game. Coming up against Derval Duvenacher, who's got a bit of both. Because he's a veteran, he knows how to, and he's nippy, Marcos. You know what I mean? He's a nippy little bug. He's one of the original nippy little buggers, isn't he?
For about 67 years old.
Yeah, exactly. Still a little nippy and a bugger. And you know what I mean? And he's got to put a bit of balance. Coming up with Ambrose, a more energetic man. So that's going to be an unbelievable battle, especially off the base. Who can get the game going? And Duvenacher's very good at that, because Benetton do like to play the ball quick.
As we see the Vodacom Bulls run out in Italy in the pink, there's actually a couple people believe, or there's some theories that the pink is cursed. But looking at my final battle, Chris Smith against Thomas Albanaz, we actually have a break in feed here, so if we can just sort that out. We can't actually see the screen.
And on that note, Marcus, should we get involved?
Yeah,
with
go for it.
Yeah, with the
Chris Smith, I think he's going to have a massive impact on this game. He's crucial at the number 10 jersey in terms of pulling the strings and pushing the ball around the park. And then Albanaz, I mean, a lot to say here. He's number 1 for them in meters gained. He's got the most points for them, obviously, but also the most defenders beaten for Benetton. So he's really dangerous on the ball, behind the sticks as well. As we mentioned, we have a break in feed, so we can't see the game, so we just need to get that remedied.
Just a quick one, Marky, with the score prediction, what you thinking? I'm thinking 22-17 to the Vodacom Bulls.
10 points.
5 points, 22-17.
Oh, 22-17.
Yeah.
I thought you said 27-17.
No,
okay.
no, 5 points.
Yeah, I think you're pretty spot on. I mean, I don't see too many tries being scored. I think it'll be low scoring, around that 15 to 20 mark. I mean, I'll say it's a bit close. I'm going to go 20-17 to the Vodacom Bulls, 3-point win. Yeah, we're going to have to really hold our defense, and then it will be in those guys. I think there will be tries scored on both sides. I don't think it's going to be a runaway humdinger, 40-point a match play game. Let's sort us out here, Marcus. The Vodacom Bull coming up for you, my boy. Great. Let's get the holding slide up just so we can sort out the issue in studio. The holding slide up. We are recovering from a technical error in studio, so we do not have the game on screen. We're just waiting for that to be sorted out. So KK, let's commentate a game we can't see. KK in that time is going to pour us a couple Vodacom Bull cocktails, courtesy of our sponsor Richelieu. Absolutely exceptional. And as we mentioned earlier, we're actually back, so we can see the game. What an absolute win. What a time to be alive. We are reporting to you and commentating live from the Luno launch in Castle Corner at Loftus Versfeld, celebrating the partnership between the Vodacom Bulls and Luno, the official crypto investment partner to Bullseye TV. Here we go. Here comes Benetton. Via Dewald Duvenage, their veteran captain at 9, and now they're going through the phases and trying to punch up through midfield. That is the Maro, the open side flank. Benetton happy to keep ball in hand, but also they like to keep it off the grass. As you can see, immediately trying to spread it wide. It's a tackle there, nice tackle from Christmas, stands up physically. And they're holding him up as Ulrich Loh. Penalty Vodacom Bulls.
Over the ball, what was that?
It looks like it was Ulrich Loh making an absolute nuisance of himself at the breakdown. You can see the Vodacom Bulls are up for it. The energy very different. And just the opening minute and a half from the previous 2 weeks. We're a little bit lethargic, playing off the back foot. There clearly is a bit of a shot in the arm here for the Vodacom Bulls. And the clearance made via Chris Smith. And just having another look at this, I think it is Ulrich Loh that gets over it and makes a steal. Yes, it is, Ulrich Loh. That's another aspect to his game that's so undervalued and underappreciated. We always look at his ball carrying, his physicality, his size, his work rate at line-out time, his ability at the breakdown. Super, super vital aspect to his game.
Yeah, for sure, Marcus is very destructive at the breakdown as well. Even if it doesn't get over the ball, he's really a block of granite, Marcus, on the breakdown. So yeah.
Bismarck du Plessis looks like he's good with his first throw. It's not, there's a knock on, and our lineouts plagued us last week. We brought Bismarck du Plessis in to try and rectify that, calm things down in the front row. First lineout's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, and it's going to be first scrum now, Marcus. So this is what I really want to see. You know, Kloppers, likes of Kloppers, the likes of Simone Ferrari. Who's going to get that? And the first scrum will set the tone for the rest of the game at set piece time, especially at scrum time, because this is a strong Benetton pack, very well drilled.
First scrum, Cakes. You spoke at length about the quality of their scrum and the need for us to step up. Francois Klopper's got a massive task ahead of him going up against that experienced Benetton pack.
Here we go, Marcus. Simone Ferrari against Gerdy Senekam. It's a very, very good hit on both ends.
It's gone down. We're going to have a reset, yeah. Comments flooding in, and just a reminder, we have 2 incredible prizes to give away. The one is a 6-gun grill hamper that is filled to the brim with spices, with marinades. It's an incredible prize, and you can ask the previous winners how incredible that prize is. So that's the one. The other is 4 tickets to Pink Day next week Sunday, 30 October. Vodacom Bulls sell Sea Sharks at Loftus Versfeld for Pink Day, celebrating the fight against breast cancer and celebrating breast cancer awareness. It's going to be an incredible day out. We're giving away 4 tickets to that. So if you want to get involved in winning one of those 2 prizes, comment, ask a question, make a statement, use hashtag Richelieu your way.
Unbelievable. Hashtag Richelieu your way for sure. Bullseye powered by Luno. Oh, what a strong scrum by Benetton there, Marcos. And now they come at us. Oh, it doesn't look good already.
They turn the corner. DeRay passes it out. It looks like it's Mendy. It's a great covering tackle. Scramble defense is strong from Sedman Khans. He might have injured his pec there.
It's a great line.
And it's quick ball for them too. Out the back door. Playing with such pace. But Bismarck du Plessis might be over this ball. Unable to affect it, and it's again just quick delivery from the base.
Yeah, Dewald Duvenage really marshalling the troops now.
Can't afford to concede early again. 3 weeks in a row. Duvenage. That's a strong hit from Marcel Coetzee, the captain.
Bismarck is over that. Yes, Bismarck stay first. Yes, ref. Yes, Bismarck du Plessis. That's why he's there.
Makes the steal. Brilliant work from the veteran hooker, the 36-year-old. The legend in South African rugby.
Unbelievable, Marcus makes his mark already. But anyway, Marcus are coming in thick and fast. Anele, Hans Sean saying, Masambe Bulls saying, let's go Bulls. Masambe Nyan, go Bulls by Jukobus Cornelsen. Welcome back. So, oh yes, by Teresa. Welcome back, ma'am. How can I get my meat in PE? All you need to do is it meat, Marcus, or spices? And it's spices.
Spices, marinade, above.
Yeah. Well, if you comment, like, if you ask a nice question and hashtag Richelieu, it could be yours, ma'am. And then hashtag Richelieu, Kenneth Smith saying, wasn't Dewald an SA player? Dewald isn't a South African player. He was he's actually a VPL legend.
A legend at Storm as well.
Who will be captured when Marcel goes to Japan in a few weeks? Interesting question there about Oka Gravenstein.
We'll get to that in a minute, and actually comment below with whom you believe should be taking over from Marcel Coetzee when he goes in a sabbatical to Japan. Line out skew from Benetton, looking for it looks like Federico Ruza. bit of a miscommunication there, and we said lineouts plague this team as well. They've yet to make a single steal in the comp.
And they've lost so many lineouts as well, Marky. But guys, remember with all your comments, your hashtag Richelieu your way, then you can stand a chance to win this awesome prize that Mark has mentioned before. Comment, like, share, and hashtag Richelieu your way. And yeah, like Mark said, who do you guys think should be the captain of the side when Marcel Coetzee goes in a bit of a sabbatical to Japan? Yeah, and Teresa agreeing with you from the beginning of the game, saying we need that energy to prevail throughout the game. Yes, good energetic start, but it has to be taken throughout the whole game. They have to consistently keep that energy. Let's go, Mark.
Emmy Papier,
Yes.
penalty Vodacom Bulls at scrum time. Brilliant. Needed that. Scrum stepping up as well. And keep those comments coming. 2 phenomenal prizes to give away, including a massive hamper courtesy of Six Gun Grill, as well as 4 tickets to Pink Day next Sunday. It's going to be an absolute event.
Yeah, can't wait for that. Trekala Plat, Angeline Bosov, I love that. Angeline, hashtag Richelieu, I don't remember. A little bit of shenanigans happening behind the camera.
Chris Smith clears. It's a good clearance. So Vodacom Bulls looking a little bit more poised, a little bit calmer. Let's see if we can make Bismarck's earlier steal count, and then the ensuing penalty at scrum time. Bismarck's first line-out went awry. A second one's gone awry as well. Steal by Benetton. Does that count as their first steal?
Let's go steady.
Ball finds grass from Benetton, so pushed all the way back to their own 22-meter line. I'm sure they're going to look to clear. Rona Kia makes a great tackle. Almost, and then Benetton player wriggles out of it. Could be another steal for the Vodacom Bulls. Klopper was over it. Benetton have maintained possession. They must clear their lines quickly. Playing with a little bit of fire here.
Now, Criselda Wilkins saying Bismarck Duplessis for captain. If he starts, CJ Russ saying I think Aurich Low or Bismarck. I like the Aurich Low shout. I don't know about Bismarck, because Bismarck won't be starting much rugby, I don't think. Oh, well, it depends how he plays, I guess.
Box kick from Deovel Duvenacher onto Kurtley Arendse. First opportunity for him. The live wire. Vodacom Bulls do really well to get this ball back. It's a good carry from Marcel Coetzee, the skipper, with momentum. Here come the Vodacom Bulls again. And there's a knock on there. I think it's Eskom.
Yeah, it's Marco van Staden, Marcos. The collision, he didn't expect that, Marcos. Got a bit of whiplash there. But yeah, saying away, hashtag Richelieu your way. Our way score predictions are 28-17 from Adrian Martin. I love that. 28-17. And then Anne-Marie Wessel saying hashtag Richelieu Morne Stain of Bismarck for captain.
Yeah, keep those comments coming. Phenomenal prizes we are giving away. The only way you can win it is if you get involved in the questions. Ask us a question, make a statement, use hashtag Richelieu your way. Phenomenal prizes coming
Unbelievable.
away.
And that unbelievable 6 granular. I've seen it. It's very heavy, Marcos. It takes about 2 people to carry that thing.
Yeah.
Spices, everything you need for an awesome braai and 4 tickets to Loftus Fastbelt.
And a braai for honestly about 2 years. This hamper will last 2 years, I'm telling you now. Even if you're braaiing 3 times a week.
Yeah. Come on, big scrum here. A big hit by Benetton. They are getting the first hit and they get. Oh, it's looking dangerous.
Kerry's folded in. This will be a penalty to Benetton. Yeah,
Yeah.
arms out, playing with advantage. Knock on from Deovel Duvenacher will go back for the pay. And yeah, you called it. Simone Ferrari getting the better of Gerrie Steenekamp there on the side closest to the camera.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, the Benetton are just getting their initial hit and then the Bulls are a bit shell-shocked and then they're on their rollerblades there. Yeah. Scrum not looking good. Set piece not looking good, Marcus. Lineouts and scrum.
We got a penalty at the previous scrum, so it's 50-50 there,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
lineouts is really worrying. There's just an absolute miscommunication, and I suppose that happens when you've got a bit of a revolving door there, lineouts. I mean, Bismarck and Janku Swanepoel in.
Yeah, and you know, and you need consistency with your team there because those guys, you know, it's such a synergy-based like facet of the game, you know, with lineouts, you know. But anyway, Marcus, yeah, with the scrums, I mean, like in terms of like wide, so I think Benetton have got upper hand. I just think they're looking more dominant in that initial hit.
Neither team has really fired a shot, though. Let's see if Benetton can be the first to do that. It's Lamaro, the captain of Italy, the vice-captain of Benetton. Of course, the captain is Deovel Duvenacher.
Anne-Marie Wessels, I'm listening to you guys from Bubbles Bay, Namibia. Welcome, ma'am.
Shout out Anne-Marie. Duvenacher with quick ball. Another good tackle there from Marco van Staden, but the arms out from the referee. Could have been for offside. Short ball there. The tackle is made by Harold Forster, the glue of this backline, and there's a penalty. And he's caught Bismarck Duplessis, it looks like. that breakdown.
And that's what you do get by starting Bismarck. It's high risk, high reward rugby, you know what I mean? He is going to give away penalties and the odd yellow, even red card sometimes, but my word, when he has a good game, he has a good game.
Exactly, he offsets it with all the other brilliant stuff he does around the park. I just wish he'd find his jumpers now.
Yeah, yeah, I can't at the moment. Hashtag Richard from Kenneth Smith, Arik Lover captain. Yeah, people call him the Arik Lover captain when Marcel Couture goes, Marcos.
Face of the franchise.
What do you
Sign
think?
him for 5 years, makes sense. I think he will eventually be the Vodacom Bulls captain.
When Marcel's away, maybe, though? Is it too
I think
soon?
Ulrich's a great shot. It might be a little bit too soon. But look at Lamaro, 23 years old, captain of Italy.
Fair enough.
I'm also looking at Ruan Okia
Yeah.
and Johan Grobelaar. Two other names I want to throw into the hat there.
Anyone in the back line, really? Maybe a corner Hendricks?
Back shouldn't be captains.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you look at the back line, someone who has captained the Bulls is Cornel Hendricks. So maybe he'll be in the picture. The only back I would think of.
From the penalty, it's Thomas Albornoz, the Argentinian who
Albanese.
draws first blood in the game for Benetton. 3-0 for the home side. We, as mentioned, they're an absolute juggernaut at home. This is a very daunting task, by no means a cakewalk. You hear Italian rugby and you think they're going to be pushovers. This Benetton team is anything but. Smoked us last time we played them. Let's not remember that horrible Rainbow Cup
My
final.
word.
I like the purchase we're getting at Breakdown.
Yeah,
we've been struggling in that department the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're really looking a lot more menacing, trying to disrupt it as much as possible.
Duvenacher kicks it on Orange, so maybe an attack here in the reckoning. Nice carry, half break from Kirkley Orange, Embrus Papier. Feeds Swanepoel, Chris Smith. Cross kick didn't really work too much last week, and that's a very, very poor execution on that cross kick, and he's pretty much given
Bismarck
Benetton...
is over that. He's all over that like a rash.
That's a steal.
That's a steal.
That is absolutely ridiculous. As his hands on the
Like
ball for
5
10 seconds.
Jeez. Oh, Bismarck is making a big impact already, Marcos.
Duvenacher kicks again. They're very happy to put the ball into the sky. Chris Smith takes it. Offload not going to hand, but it's gone backwards. Here's David Creel, a little bit isolated.
Must roll.
Breakdown.
He must roll.
Papier. Kutsia, that's another good carry from the captain. He's had a few of those. I like this from Kenneth Smith. Hashtag Richard your way.
Yeah.
A loose forward makes for a better captain than backline player. 100%.
You're dittoing there, that aren't you, Marcos?
David Krill's held this player up from Benetton, but he's managed to get to the
Bismarck
deck.
Duplessis again trying to get over that ball.
He's
He's
just
been
been
a
a
menace. Jeez. I'm loving this already, Marcos. We're in their faces. It's a lot better from the Vodacom Bulls.
Defense is a lot less passive. Look at Bismarck. He wants another bite of the cherry there, that breakdown. He must be careful. Again, Benetton kick. They don't want to keep ball in hand. Chris Smith can mark this. If he chooses, he doesn't. He's going to return with interest.
Yeah, Benetton are kicking, but they're not retaining their kicks this game so far. Let's
They're
see.
kicking it a bit deep.
Yeah.
Another kick from Benetton on Chris Smith. This is on David Krill now. Will he counter? Puts his head down. Works up ahead.
Go, DK.
David
Go,
Krill's
boy.
away. Off to the races, but he's on his own and he's lost the ball.
He's looking for the offload. Just keep the ball.
Execution, ladies and gentlemen. We spoke about this. Will be our downfall.
But Clinton Koopman saying, today you guys are going to have a good time in studio. Let's hope so. Just remember, we are at the Lunar launch event at Loftus Versfeld. Unbelievable scenes there that are happening just behind this wall. So, yeah, special.
Vodacom Bulls running it out from behind their own try line. Here comes Harry Forster, the glue. Sells the dummy, throws the backhand offload. You don't really want to see that. Vodacom Bulls playing with fire. Somehow they've retained this ball. It could have been a nightmare. Eskom, wow, gets met hard. You don't often see that.
Okay, now where's the roll? Where is the roll?
Ambrose, Janku Swanepoel. Got to clear our lines now, surely. Harold Forster. Gans, looking to run. Pins his ears back. DK goes back inside.
DK's got lots of energy, Marcos, this game so far.
He had a good cameo last week. That's a good carry there. Klopper.
Good clear, Ruan Nokia.
Need to clear this ball desperately, though.
Question about Orchid. Where is Spoonco's hashtag Richelieu away?
We're all asking that question. So obviously he had the HIA injury against Connacht. We thought he would actually be ready last week. So he's missed the last two.
Yeah, but we have seen him being selected in that training camp, Springbok training camp, Marcos. Him alongside Johan Goosen, Kurtley Arends, Kanan Moody. So a couple of our boys really making it the fold. But Marcos again, wayward line out by Benetton there. Lineout's a mess. Both sides.
Marius saying keep ball in hand. Howard saying let's go #Bulls from PE. Make sure if you guys want to be in the running for those 2 brilliant, sensational prizes, always use #Richelieu your way in your comments.
Mark Bromfield, hi guys, I think Nokia as captain. That's not a bad, I like
not a
Mark,
bad shot.
Mark also
I mentioned
mentioned it.
it,
Yeah, I really don't think it's a bad
I
shot
think
at
it
all.
could happen.
And he's the kind of guy who he will lead by example, do you know what I mean, Marcus? Because he's such a hard-working rugby player. That's a knock.
Benetton
Thank
have
you.
made another meal of it at the lineout, so neither team really covering themselves in glory at lineout time. Emrys Papia gets a kick charge down, but the arm's out for the Bulls and it's a penalty, so we'll get to clear our lines, get some relief, and 16 minutes in, again I say, Vodacom Bulls haven't really fired a shot, but they haven't succumbed to any shots either. That sounds terrible. But
Oh my goodness.
That was not-
succumb to any shot.
that was not on purpose. That was actually a mistake.
But wait, Mark, even worse than that, we say Eric Haggard here saying Cheetah should replace the Bulls in the URC on the wrong platform, mate.
But that's why your surname's Haggard.
I was about to say. Didn't want to tune him too much.
We're just joking, Ulrich. What's his name?
Eric.
Appreciate your support, mate.
Good old Haggy. Vodacom Bulls fans, remember, like Mark has said, we are giving away 2 awesome prizes, an awesome 6-gun grill hamper, and 4 tickets to Loftus Festival next weekend on Sunday. Pink Day. Like, comment, share, and #Richelieu your way with everything you do.
Lineouts like clockwork now. That's why I like Marco van Staden. In midfield, punching it up over the advantage line. Quick recycle, inside ball.
I like that.
Harold Forster playing with a little bit of energy now, bit of juice. Here comes David Krill. He's been lively. Marcel Kutsia, that's where you like to see him as well in the tram lines out wide. Steenekamp gets stood up.
That looked a bit hard, didn't it?
It was actually Francois Klopper.
Okay, roll now.
Papier, a little bit deep now on attack. Forster, the glue, short ball to low. Benetton win the penalty there.
You can't be left isolated. They will sniff it out. I think that was Lorenzo Marcos. Yeah. Left isolated there. First man there over the ball. No one's moving him.
El Marco saying too much penalties at the wrong side of the field. We need to keep our discipline, yeah, 100%.
And Bas Buerta saying, #Richelieu, if the Bulls don't win tonight, I will down a bottle. I might join you. Cheers, Mr. Reynolds.
You get all kinds of weird characters here at the launch. Clearance from Benetton, of course off the back of that penalty, but I like the little bit of interplay there from the Vodacom Bulls over the advantage line consistently, quick recycle.
Yeah.
Yes, it didn't go away, but at least we fired a shot.
Yeah, a bit of dynamism as well. No, the little inside ball of Chris Smith, Marcus. I like to see that, and just shifting the points of attack. And we really missed that last weekend, Marky.
Here we have the infamous water break that Jake White is. This absolutely drives his biscuit in, doesn't it?
It can't be that hot.
He hates
Come on.
it.
I mean, Pretoria at the moment, and Joburg is about.
It's winter in Europe.
Yeah, well, I don't understand
Going
it.
into winter.
Here it's like 30 odd degrees every day plus. And there's no water breaks. #Richelieu away. Come boys, we need this one badly. May Bloot play below by Anna Marie Vessels. She's getting involved. I like that. Keep that energy, man. And you are one of the people who are showing what you need to do to win those awesome prizes.
I don't want to talk too soon, and I know we're 3 points down, but it's a better start. It's a more composed start from the Vodacom Bulls.
And it's just a lot more. I'm liking to watch this now. Past few games, I've really disliked watching the Vodacom Bulls. Here we go.
More time for Benetton. Not really going anywhere. Vodacom Bulls more D looks up to the task for now, but it could splinter. Duvenacher. There's a knock on there from Benetton, surely.
Backwards.
Referee says it goes backwards. Well,
Okay, there you
eventually he calls it. So this will be a scrum for the Vodacom Bulls and potentially an opportunity to breathe a sigh of relief, clear our lines, release some pressure.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the field, so I'd like to see what they'll do here. If they'll run it up, create another phase and then clear. Would love to see what they do here.
This is what I'd like to see. I'd like to see us pass the ball beyond the first receiver, which will allow Benetton's wing, who's standing back to prevent the 50-22, to move upfield to make the defensive call or defensive read, and then kick over the top and look for that 50-22. That's what I'd like to see from a scrum on our side of halfway. Maybe it's a little bit far out for a 50-22.
Yeah, love that Marky. Analysis, supreme. But the Bulls have to do it. Guys like Mark Ewan and really are short of penalty. Getting the better of them at the moment now, Marcus.
Be interesting to see what we do here. Do we back our scrum at the reset? I think we do.
Yeah, I think we do.
Or do we just clear?
It's an interesting part of the field. I think we back our scrum.
No, we're going to just kick. It depends. Do you back yourself to actually get the penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chris Smith happy to just poke it downfield. Benetton, of course, will kick it back on us. Here's Curtly Orense. Oh, he's knocked it.
Backwards.
That's a penalty.
Penalty, thank you.
Yeah, offside position. That's really unfortunate. No, it's against us, mate. It's really unfortunate. So he knocked it, and it went straight into the play in front of him. It's one of those horribly unfortunate accidental offsides that I don't know how this is still a rule in the game. Okay, Kropper does kind of go for it. He should have just left it. Poor presence of mind from Francois Kropper.
Yeah, but I understand the rule, but the rule is really, it's an iffy rule, Marcos. I mean,
for me, it's a scrum to the
yeah,
opposition.
yeah. Is Matanzima in the starting 15? No, he's not. Mr. CJ Russ is not today, but he did start last week. Had some energy, but I think maybe at scrum time struggled a bit. John Bergerson, Christmas Quick Spurley. I tend to disagree. I think Christmas's kicking game has really improved. Maybe this game, he hasn't lived up to the expectation that you have of him. But yeah, I think in general, Christmas is a great kicker of the ball.
Thomas Albornoz from Argentina to kick. He's pretty much their best player in all of the statistical categories.
Yeah.
Number one in meters gained, kicks from hand, obviously, points, defenders beaten. He's just an absolute menace.
Yeah, he's carrying the team on the shoulders. He's one of the better players in the whole competition, though, Marcus. So he's a proper man.
And he extends their lead. The kick is good. 6-0 to the home side Benetton after 21 minutes. First off's kind of flown by.
And blow Bill Milan saying, hashtag Richly your way. You two are rocking and commentating. Good job. Thank you so much, Mr. Milan.
Appreciate it. Quick restart from the Vodacom Bulls. Trying to apply a little bit of pressure to be nice. It's a good tackle from Ulrich Lohan. Almost a steal from Marcel Couture. The ball kind of bobbles out. Here come Benetton via their hooker. It's met hard, and definitely Vodacom Bulls defense looks up for this. Showing a lot of grit, a lot of aggression, which was sorely lacking last 2 weeks. And Benetton have a player laying strewn. Damien Gray saying, hashtag Richly your way. That bottle has my name on it.
I think he's talking about this bottle.
Yeah. We're going to go back to the attention of the injured Benetton player. But again, I know we're 6-0 down, and as the Vodacom Bulls, we shouldn't be celebrating any kind of deficit where you're on the wrong end of the score. However, you have to look at our starts in the previous 2 weeks, compare it to this start here. We look a lot more up for this.
Yeah,
we look a lot more settled.
Even on attack marks, we look a lot more threatening, you know what I mean? We just need to, we need to get through the phases and it will come together. I mean, yeah. A lot more positive start from the Vodacom Bulls. Bull TV, go! Love that. Hashtag Richly your way. We must keep a positive attitude even though we are 6-0 down, 100%. Keep them coming, guys. Remember, we are giving away Siskan Grill Hamper, spices, everything you need, sauces for an awesome braai. And we're giving away 4 tickets to Loftus Fastfold next week Sunday for Pink Day in breast cancer awareness. For breast cancer awareness.
Scrum, Benetton ball. Looking to apply a little bit of pressure here. The Vodacom Bulls front row. Kind of standing up on both sides. Yeah. Here come Benetton. Held up nicely, and it's almost a steal. He has to release this Harold Forster. Making a mess of it in a good way for the Vodacom Bulls. Here come Benetton trying to work the blind side. It's a good tackle there by Gerard Senekamp. Getting into a scrap there. You love to see that as well. Duvenach, his kicking game is just incredible.
Yeah, look at that. Great take, though.
Wandi Simolani.
He's been quiet. Get involved.
Quiet, but that's a really good take from the left wing. And here come the Vodacom Bulls. Marcel Couture charging it up in midfield. Beats his first man. Emi Papia taken out. That should be a penalty, and they've made a mess of it. Here's Orense and a little bit of space. Maybe he can work some magic. He can.
Come on!
Nokier's away. The short ball for Ruan Nokier. Again, Vodacom Bulls looking to work that blind side, but they're isolated. Here's Curtly Orense playing strum off. Marcel Couture also all alone, but beats the first man. Playing with a bit of tempo now, upping the ante of the visitors. Chris Smith, deep ball. Bismarck.
No, that wasn't.
I don't think
that was forward.
I really don't think that was forward. I really don't think that was forward.
Let's have a look at this again. Oh, that was flat for me.
It's got to obviously come forward out of the hands.
Yeah, for me it was like in line. Eileen Valentine said we must run the ball. I think out of the two teams, we are the ones who are looking to run the ball a lot more than our opposition. So it's very positive signs. Hashtag Rishi your way. Come on, Bulls. Let's give them horns. I love that.
Adrian saying hashtag Rishi your way. Bulls really need to focus on eliminating the unnecessary faults, but overall I'm still positive we're going to take it.
Yeah, and Damon Grayson saying, man, hashtag Rishi your way. This tour was hard thus far. Let's end it with a good win. Go Bulls.
Scrum, Benetton ball, pretty much on the halfway line. Benetton will attack, probably through that first channel as well. No, they got the back door this time, but they knock it. Surely that was forward. If anything was forward, that pass from DeRay was. Finally, they call it. This ref, I know we on him all the time, I'm really not liking his calls. If you're going to call a flat pass like Christmas deep ball up forward, then you need to call that forward as well, because
100%.
that was so marginal.
Yeah, it was marginal, and that one looked more forward than Chris's one as well. Yeah, agreeing with you there, John Burkus. Poor call by the ref, forward pass. Low for captain by Michelle Kruger-Fitz. Bulls all the way, hashtag Richelieu your way. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, that last pass there was miles forward. Took forever for the referee to call it.
Yeah, Damon Grayson saying that was forward. Okay, scrum again. It's becoming a bit of a stop-start at the moment, Marcos. We need some rhythm now. We need to take advantage of all the ball we have, Mark.
The conditions aren't bad either, so surprising that there's so many errors here. Emi Papier will feed. It stood up now, penalty to Benetton. It's the last thing you wanted to see there.
And add that to their tally, Marcos. Add that to their tally of scrum penalties. It's a nightmare. Yeah, and that's frustrating because that's our own ball, do you know what I mean? I think, there we get the ball straight under the lock's legs and let's play. Don't try to keep that ball in there. The scrummers are looking iffy.
They just applied so much pressure from the initial hits, It makes it difficult. Like, Elraklo can't go for the ball. He's trying to hold up his end at the back at 8. Just trying to prevent the whole Benetton pack just from shooting over the top of him. So he can't, as soon as he lets go to pick that ball up, that scrum's collapsing inward.
Yeah, but
collapsing over him, should I say.
Yeah. I think we go first exit ball under the lock's feet and just and Ambrose plays it. But anyway. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Here come the bella word. Hey baby blow machine. Lovely. For what, man?
Looks like it was skew. Was it? Yeah, Vodacom Bulls ball. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we were in trouble there. Score is 6-0 Benetton Treviso with 26 minutes gone in the first half in Italy. Bulls are looking really promising, but Benetton do lead the game on the scoreboard.
Teresa saying, can we at least get 2 tries before halftime? Hashtag Richelieu. I'll just be happy with 1, to be honest, at this point. Equipus Common Bulls, I deserve a win after a couple of games. Colin saying, what is going on with our team? I'd love to get in Jake White's head.
And then Kent asking your question, hashtag Richelieu. This is a great question. Mark, do you think all the changes make an impact?
Of course it makes an impact.
Biggest impact.
If it's a positive or negative impact, I suppose we'll have to see. I don't like knee-jerk reactions where you make too many changes.
Neither.
Jake White did say that they intended to make a lot of changes week to week. So we'll have to see. That's a poor pass from Ambrose Papier on Harold Forster. But, it definitely has an impact. We'll have to see. Does it disrupt rhythm? Does it add juice? It could go either way. We'll have to see. So far, I think the changes are looking pretty good.
Well, this week's changes, for sure.
Here come Benetton on attack. Mendy.
Bismarck Duplessis nearly.
Penalty,
Thank you.
Vodacom Bulls.
Marcel
Huge steal. Marcel could see it's exactly what you want. The jackal.
I love this by Siyabulela Maekiso, a winner from last week, I think, saying Yasuga Yasala. I love that. Siyabulela Maekiso, welcome back.
Marcus saying the Bulls are going to take this game, and I love the positivity that's starting to creep in here. And you can feel, last week we had no impact at the breakdown, nothing, and now we're dominating the breakdown.
Yeah,
another steal from Marcel. I think that's our 4th breakdown penalty that we've won.
Yeah, Marcus, and we called for it at the beginning of the game that Bismarck, Eskom, and Marcel really need to attack that breakdown. And if it's just two of them,
three-headed monster,
unbelievable, Marcus. And if it's just 2 of them do it, it's good enough because they get around, don't they?
Bismarck must find his jumper. He goes to the back to Ulrich Loh. It's messy, but Emrys Appear's come away with this, and he's made some ground. Inside ball to
Ronald
on the front foot now, the Vodacom Bulls. They give it to Eskom. It's a good carry. Emrys Appear, Gerrie Steenekamp takes two to bring him down. Goes nowhere. That's a good carry. Is that Ulrich Loh working around the breakdown? He has Eskom again. Another carry from him. He's knocked it. That's another knock-on.
Man.
That's the second knock-on from Eskom.
Heavy hits by Benetton, and we lose the ball again, Marcus. Unlike Marcel Couture there.
Oh, Benetton they're kind of aiming for the ball when they're going for contact.
Yeah.
So they kind of
Man
sink their shoulder into the leather, and then it just pops out. And I don't know, the conditions, it's not raining there, but it looks a bit greasy.
Like you said, Marcus, I don't think the Bulls players are dropping the ball. It's just their hits, you know what I mean? It's like very great coaching as of on the defensive side by Benetton. Backs don't make good captain. CJ Raz replying to a comment by Kobus, who said, what about Harold for captain?
It's not a bad shot, to be honest. As a vice captain, perhaps.
Not at all, bro.
He is the glue, as we keep saying, to our backline.
The only problem for the Bulls at this stage is they can't keep the ball in hand by Marco Rustov. Yeah, I agree with you. But this Benetton side is hitting us hard. Big scrum coming up by the Vodacom Bulls.
Can we do anything to disrupt here? Benetton certainly have had the upper hand at scrum time. Just under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Gonna have another reset.
Every time he blows at Wilson, I'm just thinking it's going to go against us. At scrum time.
Clinton saying, "Bull, please."
Yeah, please.
Otherwise, my whole weekend's ruined.
Yeah, it kills our weekend.
Keep those comments, those questions coming. We're giving away 2 absolutely exceptional, elite level prizes. Giving away 1 phenomenal hamper, courtesy of 6 Gun Grill. And I tell you what, all your spices, your marinades, everything you need for about 2 years of braaiing. I'm telling you, even if you braai 2-3 times a week, you sorted. And then 4 tickets to Pink Day next week at Loftus Versfeld. Great seats. It's going to be incredible. 30, 40,000 people at Loftus Versfeld.
Love that.
What a time to be alive.
And I love this, but Willie also says, and I really agree with you, Willie. I agree with the frustration. What a flippant bad line out move on attack that last alarm. You take your jackpot ball that you don't run around, meaning you don't throw it over the top. I agree with you there.
Nice, Willie. Here comes Kurt Jorgensen. Can he cook something up here? Let him cook. Let him cook, ladies and gentlemen. Deceptively powerful as the Minute fullback. As KK is jigging like crazy. He's nervous.
Just want us to win.
Papier. Chris Smith puts one up. Hans is going to chase.
Bismarck, he's over that. No, man, Ray. No clear release, but he was first there. Oh, no, fair enough. He took the man down. I didn't say clearance from Bismarck.
But he was the second tackler. He wasn't the primary tackler.
Wasn't he? I thought he was a primary. Let's have a look at this again, Marky.
Derea up,
Yeah, he's
down.
first.
Yeah, he's first.
First.
There's a release
There's
there.
a release there. There is a daylight there.
I'll tell you what that was. That ref didn't want to give Bismarck his 5th turnover of the game.
I agree.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Now, I don't know if anyone's noticed this, but I haven't seen Wandi Simulani on the field in a bit. It looks like Sebman Gans has moved out to the wing. No, it looks like Wandi's there. Can't afford to have any more injuries in the back 3.
100%. And you know, left wings can go missing in the game because a lot of the play does go to your 15 and 14. They get involved a lot more than left wings. So that's why one has been a bit quiet. They must involve him more.
Scrappy line out for Benetton, but they've won it. I'm pretty sure they'd be happy just to force another penalty and kick it over, make it a 2-score game for the Vodacom Bulls. Here's Ruza, also an international for Italy. There's another turnover.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it. That's brilliant. Vodacom Bulls just feasting at the breakdown. It's feast or famine with this team. Last week it was famine. It was Ethiopia at the breakdown.
Jeez, bro.
It's a great kick.
Somalia.
That's a great kick from the Vodacom Bulls.
Unreal kick. John Burgers obviously getting frustrated with the last penalty. Bulls conceded another penalty. Although it was an unfortunate penalty. I thought Bismarck did have a clear release, but Bulls do consider a lot of penalties this campaign.
CJ is saying Simulani is dangerous, ball in hand, send it to him, Bulls. And yeah, I agreed. We'd love to see the ball in Simulani's hands in just a little bit of space. He only needs a little bit.
Yeah.
We'd really love to see it. Brandon Lee saying a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Hashtag back the Bulls. Love that, Brandon. Love the positive energy.
I'm loving the positive energy from the Vodacom Bulls fans this evening.
Speaking of positive, 2 exceptional prizes, Cakes. Maybe you want to remind us of those.
Yes, sir. So we've got an awesome hamper, heavy seskangrel, spices, sauces, everything you need to make an awesome braai. All you need to do is like, comment, share, and hashtag Richard. And then on top of that, we're giving away 4 tickets to Pink Day next week, Sunday. Like Mark said, 30 to 40,000 people at Loftus Versfeld Breast Cancer Awareness Day. It's going to be festive.
On that point about Brian, I've never seen you, Brian. It's always me, Brian.
No, Mark.
It's always me, Brian.
Mark, it's because we always have prize at your place.
Yeah, and it's always me, Brian.
no, you've seen me, Brian, mate.
Never seen him, Brian.
Yes, at my place, remember, I had a massive brother one time.
Is that the time when you invited everyone over for Brian? We had to bring all the meat.
No. That's a time when I invited to a bra, but all the ladies made all the food in the kitchen and I wasn't brying outside, and then I was brying.
Oh, that's KK.
No, it's not, man. It's just...
Here comes Benetton again. On the attack. They clear again, Duvenacher. Nice take, David Kriel. That's why he's there. 6'4", 1.92 meters tall, David Kriel. Look here, he's had a lively, sprightly evening in Italy.
We need a try before the half, really do.
Benetton just outside of Venice, in fact. I know the players actually stay, their hotel is in Venice when they tour to Benetton.
That's awesome.
Kick from Emmy Papier. DK makes another tackle. Being workmanlike.
Agreed, Henk Klopp was saying we need to finish the turnovers with points. Come on, Bulls, hashtag we should go away. Great comment there, I really agree with that.
Thing is, there we go.
Okay, this is our time here, Marcus.
There's another
Corner.
breakdown penalty. Just sensational. I was about to say, we haven't been winning any of these penalties in the red zone. Because Benetton don't play with the ball in the red zone. They kick it, and we've been winning them in our own 22, so we haven't been able to capitalize on these mistakes. But now perhaps Chris Smith has an opportunity to reduce that deficit. Remember, Benetton just 6 points up. We can cut it in half.
What's going to happen? They must go for Pauls there. Got to cut it in half. Teresa saying, I can picture the bride prize taking a prize space in my kitchen. Love that. Hashtag Richelieu away. Kom Billa by Gavin Peter Kears. Come on, Bulls, 1 try before halftime. I'd love that. Penalty Bulls, John Birkus. Thank you for the update.
It all rests on the shoulders of Chris Smith. Can we reduce this deficit?
This is massive.
Just feel just reward for all of the effort, especially at breakdown time. It's been the best half of rugby on our tour so far. There's no doubt about that.
Do you know what, Mark? I think it's, yes, we've won a lot of our games, but I think it's been one of our best performances this season so far, although we are done. I really think so, Marcus. We've just been up for it.
Lino disagrees with you. Perhaps you can pronounce his surname there.
Shocking game plan. Bulls keep kicking position away. Why? I don't think we keep kicking position away.
Haven't actually. Benetton's been kicking a lot of position.
Benetton have been kicking the ball away. Bulls have been playing with ball, and we've had all the ball this game.
See Chris Smith, eyes up the posts. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half.
He wasn't disagreeing with me. I'll never say anything about that. Leno's just having a poke.
Chris Smith looks good. Struck sweetly. Splits uprights. First points on the board for the Vodacom Bulls comes via the boot of Chris Smith. 6-3 is the score in Italy. In real tough going. It's a dogfight there. And we said it was going to be a low-scoring game. Didn't realize it would be this low-scoring.
Yeah.
Just 3 points separates the teams.
Yeah, no tries, Marcos.
Murray asking, why doesn't Mornay stay and play? Mornay is on the bench, so he'll have a vital role in the final 15-20 minutes. Penalty Benetton, and that is exactly what you did not want. Benetton will get those 3 points right back after all of that work. That's a coach killer, my boys. Absolute coach killer.
Yeah, we do give away too many penalties. Way too many infringements. I know it's high risk, high reward, but at the moment it's high risk, no reward. Yeah, Chris also agreeing with Lena saying stop kicking. Obviously, in colourful language, ball away. The backline will win this for us. Please, boys, get the ball to the backline. Yeah, the Vodacom Bulls fans are really, really. You can sense the frustration on the Bullseye platform. That the fans are really getting frustrated right now, Marcus. And they sink it, scores 9-3. Literally all that hard work for nada. Yeah, Vian Geiling saying, hope the Bulls win, then we can have a reason not to stay sober. Hashtag literally your way. If they lose, we might have to drown our sorrows, Vian.
9-3 is the score. Benetton 9, Vodacom Bulls 3.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
There we go. There's that ball retention we spoke about with Benetton.
Gedal, the score is 9-3 to Benetton Treviso.
David Krill. All on his own, but he beats his man.
Go, DK!
Looking for support. Kind of throws a violent ball in field.
Just throws the
Looks
ball
like
away. He always does that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Really gets over his man there. Oh, he had to.
He had to. He got smoked by the hooker. Absolutely munched. A lot of calls for us to use our backline more. Rainier saying swing the ball to the wingers. Someone else was saying, oh, here we go. Hank saying get the ball to your back through. They will run circles around Benetton. A lot of calls in the comments.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we
To
really
feed the back line.
Yeah, but we really need to pull the phases first before we can swing the ball out. We can't just Hail Mary swing the ball out. And we're starting to keep phases together at the moment.
Good read by Sebman Khans there. Tackling in the wider channels. Benetton trying to mount one last attack.
Bismarck,
Minute
yes,
to go.
yes. Oh,
Benetton again, and this is dangerous now. Great cover tackle from Mosakotse. If he didn't make
Albanos.
that, you fear that there was a try there for Benetton. Lamaro, quick hands.
Nicotera.
Short ball from Benetton. Another great tackle there.
Yeah, it's isolated. Bulls have got that mark. Eskom
just steal.
started.
Eskom.
Thank you.
Bulls have again been eating at the breakdown, dominating, and perhaps we can boot this upfield, work our way upfield, and get some more points before the end of the half. We need it.
Yeah, CJ Russ asking Marco, is Kenan Moody fit or still injured? He's
Still injured.
and funny enough, he's actually here at the Luna event. Is Kenan Moody mixing and matching with the people here?
We'll get a couple of these oaks on the show in the second half to have a quick chat. We know Kanan's out for a couple more weeks. Hopefully he'll be back soon. He won't be back for Pink Day next week, but by just after that bye we have in November, he should be back.
Okay, this is big, Marcos. This is it now. Last chance saloon for this half. Eskom van Staden, destructive. That loose trio, I mean, the 6 and 7 with Bismarck is making men better line out. The one look here, bank a ball. Take us away, Hammer Nankaro.
Here's the maul, and it's getting a little bit of momentum there. Mosakotse joins, gaining a lot of momentum now. Bismarck working at the back of it, and Benetton surely offside at that maul. Fives come around the side.
Okay, it's rolling now. It's rolling. It's rolling. Let's go.
It's gone down, but it's done some damage. Here come the Vodacom Bulls again. Is that Eskom? It's a good carry. Nokia.
Quick ball. Let's play
Going to
it.
get through the phases now. Embrace Pierre finds Stedman Gans almost away, a half gap for the 13. There's a penalty to Benetton for holding. That'll be that for the half.
Every time.
Super disappointing way to end that.
It's just reminding, it's giving me a flashback of when we were last in Treviso, Marcos. You know, every time we're in the red zone, they just find a way, you know, to turn the ball over.
Infuriating. I assume Benetton will just pop this out, and that'll be that for the half. They do. So, halftime in Italy, Vodacom Bulls against Benetton. I mean, the last 2 weeks we were down big time at halftime. We were 14 to 21 points down in both games. We now find ourselves in a real dogfight, a real scrap. 9-3, no tries. Neither team's really come close to scoring a try. Vodacom Bulls, however, for the first time on tour, very much in the fight. There's going to be a massive second 40 incoming. I think the Vodacom Bulls have enough in the tank to win this game. I certainly think they've been the better team, especially at the breakdown. We'll see you for the next 40 shortly. We are back at Stadio Monigo, Vodacom Bulls versus Benetton. 6 points the difference between the two teams, but for the first time in this tour, Vodacom Bulls actually have a shot at winning this game, which is great to be in the fight. Can we end off this tour on a positive? It's a good carry there in midfield. Pumping the legs, looks like it's Eskom. And there's no rollout whatsoever from Benetton. Janku Swanepoel. Amy Papier. Chris Smith. Harold Forster beats his man.
And welcome back, hey Marcos. Yeah, comments are streaming in as per Vodacom Bulls are 9-3 down to Benetton Treviso. And remember, guys, we're giving away 2 awesome prizes. First prize we're giving away is an awesome 6-gun grill hamper. All you need, spices, sauces, everything you need to have an awesome bra. Second one is 4 tickets to Pink Day next week Sunday at Loftus Versfeld. All you need to do is like, comment, share, and hashtag Richelieu your way.
Some great comments in here coming. Layla Miller saying, I will host the boys for a bra if I win this amazing Sisson Grill hamper. Hashtag Richelieu your way.
Oh.
Great comment there. Penalty for the Vodacom Bulls, so Chris Smith has an opportunity to kick the extras here. Another question from Layla saying, Mark AK, why was our scrum so dominant versus Glasgow and then so weak versus Munster? Hashtag Richelieu your way.
We spoke about this earlier, and I think it's because of the 2 different sets of props that we're playing. You know, we had against Glasgow, I think we had Matanzima and Mornay Smith playing, and this game like
Gerry and Mornay
yeah,
Smith.
Gerry and Mornay Smith, and now we've got Klopper, who's more of an anchoring, of a hard-hitting number 3. So yeah.
Chris Smith as the extras. 6-9 is the score. 42 minutes gone at Stadio Monigo.
Would you like a Vodacom Bull, sir?
I would love a Vodacom Bull. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Courtesy of our headline sponsor, the Richelieu, who is also the official drink of Bullseye, along with Luno, the official crypto investment partner of Bullseye, and we were at their launch this evening. What a time to be alive. It's a great maul there from the Vodacom Bulls, looking a lot more threatening in the second half. This is going to be a scrum for Benetton though, so... Oh no, it won't, because it was from the restart we received that it will be a scrum to the Vodacom Bulls. And there's a bit of a scrap now. It was Harold Forster jumping up there and collecting. Keep those comments coming. We've got 2 sensational prizes to give away. Peter Ford saying, keep kicking the little bit of ball we have away. 0-3 overseas coming up if we don't sort it out. Hopefully we will. I think we've been a lot better this evening. Conditions a little bit unforgiving, but I think we've definitely come out swinging in the second half. Global Milan saying, hashtag Richelieu your way, Bulls are the best team in the world. Teresa saying, yes, we can still win it. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Layla Miller saying, it feels like the refs are always against us. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Zeman Khans. Quickly Orensa. Vodacom Bulls again on the attack. Chris Smith, flat ball for Marco van Staden Eskom, who's carried so often, and he's got a half break there. He's beaten 2. He's beaten 3. Eventually brought down by Ruza, but Vodacom Bulls very much on the front foot. Yes, Emi Papier spots the gap. He's got Nokia to his outside. It'll be a try.
Let's go! Come on!
Marco Eskom van Staden created that just like a bull in a china shop. Gets the ball, barnstorming carry, beats 2, goes down, but in the presence of mind to release the ball, get back on his feet and carry on fighting. Fights through another 2 tackles, rides those tackles, and gives the pass to Emi Papier. Or Emi Papier actually picks up off the base, goes around the fringe, and that's where he's at his best, is around the breakdown, those channels. Beats his man, and then on his outside shoulder, Rowan Nokia to finish the trial.
And Marcus, you see Rowan Nokia all the time, those support runs. That's why he bags so much meat in the lanky number 5, the giraffe that escaped the circus. There he goes. Unreal. Vodacom Bulls, first trial of the game.
He's one of the best in the business when it comes to that, and Vodacom Bulls now in the lead. And while it might not be for the first time on tour, it's certainly, I think we're in the lead by 3 points for about 10 minutes against Munster. This is certainly the healthiest lead we've had on tour so far.
I think it's an
Thank you
appropriate
very
time,
much.
Marcus.
Yeah, cheers.
Appropriate time. Cheers, mate.
The score is 13-9, so a nice 4-point cushion for the Vodacom Bulls. As we mentioned, healthiest lead we've had so far on tour in 3 games.
Maybe give it a tour there, boy. Much needed try. Great start to the second half of the Vodacom Bulls. And the comments are streaming in Sabulela, Mayekiso, sir, saying, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what we are talking about, sir. Hip hip hooray there, Vodacom Bulls. Hashtag Richly your way, great Bulls now. Let's bury them now. I love that.
Vodacom Bulls were so good from the kickoff. Previously, ended up resulting in a try. Let's see what they can manufacture here. Emi Papier puts the ball up. Wandi Simalani, quiet evening for him to chase. And they made a mess of it. Oh, that's going to be a knock. Oh, it's backwards. So Benetton clear. And that's a really good kick. Wow, that's an exceptional kick from Benetton. Pushing us back beyond our 22.
Yeah, they're showing why they're one of the better kicking teams in the competition. Probably their best kick of the game, that mark was really pinning us back into our 22. Ja, Michael Strand, hashtag Richard Eskom gee die krag en Rowan sorg vir die sparks. No die blow. Love that by Michael. Keep them coming, guys. Remember, awesome prizes.
Benetton about 8 meters out. Carry again. Going through the phases now. First real opportunity for them to go through the phases in the second 40. It's a good carry. Arms out, could be for a high shot. So Benetton have a free play now. It's a good tackle from Seven Khans, but the offload's gotten away, but it's not.
He's dropped it. That's the raw, Marcos.
Go back for the pen.
Janko Madeira.
The raw.
The bolt. Global Milan saying, hashtag Richly your way, go Bulls, my blood is blue. Yeah, CJ Russ saying, Eskom put some lights out tonight. Yeah, Eskom is really showing his worth this game. Really, he worked his way into the game, and then the last 20 minutes of that second half and at the start of this first half, he's been absolutely sensational.
He's been brilliant. On the carry, just so good. But unfortunately, Benetton cop a penalty here, so this will be easy meat for Aldrenoz.
Albanose.
That'll reduce the deficit to just 1 point for the home side.
Yeah, Henk Klopp was saying we still owe Benetton a big clap for that Rainbow Cup loss. We did give them one, yeah, at Loftus.
These are probably the most uncomfortable chairs I've sat on in my life.
You're looking restless there, fella.
13-12 is the score. Vodacom Bulls hanging onto a narrow 1 point lead, and KK just can't stop jigging. He's obviously super nervous.
They haven't scored a try, but there's still a 1 point game, you know. It's a sport we love.
48 minutes gone. It's Stadio Monigo.
Calls for users.
Duvenacher.
Great kick again.
To Kirkley Orenser. Oh, he's knocked it. Oh, penalty. Taken in the air.
Yeah.
He did so well initially, I thought, and then just couldn't come down with it, but he was tampered with in the sky. Looks like Zach Burgess warming up on the sidelines there. No other movement other than him.
Yeah.
Jake White obviously happy with his charges here, and why wouldn't you be? Opportunity here to an interesting call not to go for the post there, Cakes.
I like it. I like it as well. Yeah, I like the confidence there, but let's just capitalize now. That's the most important thing. If you make big calls like that, you have to capitalize, or else it's all for nothing.
Yeah, Orense taking
clearly
in the sky. Bismarck finds Roanoke here. More time Vodacom Bulls.
That looks good.
Bismarck working at the base of this maul. Benetton coming in from crazy angles.
Bismarck's
broken away. 4 meters out. 2 carries will do it. You got Ulrich and Marco van Staden, and that has to be offside. There's no way in hell that is not offside from Benetton. Nokia's going to carry. Trying to reclaim a little bit of those meters lost.
This is where we struggled against Munster last week, Marcus. We need to capitalize.
Ulrich over the advantage line, but we can't do this all the way to the try line. Gerry Steenekamp, it's a decent carry from him. Back to about 4 meters out. Bismarck du Plessis goes nowhere. Could have lost this.
Calls available.
Very narrow in attack now, so Nothing doing out wide. We're going to have to keep it close to the ruck. That's a good carry now. About a meter out of the Vodacom Bulls. Bismarck's going to have another bite of the cherry. Is he? No. Steenekamp does. Arms out for offside. Finally. Nokia looking for quick ball. Again, miles offside of Benetton. This could be a try.
Oh! I think it's over.
It's still a meter out. Marcel Kutsia. This has to be it.
Come on!
Ulrich Lowe
Yes, boy.
bags our second try of the evening. Vodacom Bulls have just come out of the sheds like a house on fire in the second half. All the momentum just wrestled it away from the home team. We look, and I love the call, to boot for the corner rather than to kick for posts. Keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
a ballsy confidence call, and it's paid off. Ulrich
Yeah.
Lowe under the bar.
Unreal, Marcos. We take the point total away from Benetton now. Vodacom Bulls really coming out. Hammer and tongs. What is he
Oh, we're
looking
going
at now?
upstairs. Here we go.
Standard. Stock standard from the little man in yellow.
The lemon. I think we're having a look here. Is it grounding?
Oh, they're looking at that, I think, maybe.
It's a try.
Ooh.
It's a try.
Does he have control of that?
You don't need control. It's a try.
Try.
It's a try. No separation. It's a try. I think it's been awarded.
Unreal.
Voltien comes taking the field. How's that for a replacement?
My goodness.
Look at the size of the man. Not the lemon in the middle. He's
Minuscule.
yeah. Try's been awarded, so Vodacom Bulls will have their second, and Chris Smith, it's a chip kick for him really, and he puts it over. So makes no mistake, Vodacom Bulls increase the deficit to 8 points now. 2-score ball game.
Yeah. Marco Rusto saying the only reason why the ref is going to TMO is because they don't want the Bulls to score. Standard. Try, Marco. Try again, Champions. Hashtag Richelieu away from Vian Greiling. Mooi by Daniel Povey. Yes, the Vodacom Bulls are back in business. Great performance so far in this second half of the Vodacom Bulls.
Keep those comments coming. We're giving away a massive 6-gun grill hamper as well as 4 tickets to Pink Day.
Like, comment, share, and most importantly, hashtag Richelieu away. Remember that 6-gun grill hamper? Yeah, they are, Marcos, the Vodacom Bulls at the base of this ruck. Emmy Papier will look to box. Who's chasing that? One Simulani chasing. That's a good kick. That's
Another
very good
question
kick.
in the comments from Layla Miller saying hashtag Richelieu your way. Just close it now, so I'm going from memory. The question being, why are we such poor travellers?
Yo, I really don't know why we're such poor travellers, Marcos. I agree with that sentiment. I'm also, I don't know the answers to that question. We just are. But like, if we win this,
Hopefully we can go some way to righting those wrongs.
yeah.
Good tackle by Eskom. He's been my man of the match so far. He's just been immense. They've turned the corner of Benetton. Look at the speed on it. It looks like it's Mendy. Inside ball. Have to make this tackle. Ruan
Dubenocha.
Nokia working so hard back. He slowed it down. Could be a penalty to Benetton here. And it is. Well, they're going to play with an advantage now. Vodacom Bulls defense must hold up. Ben, don't break. Benetton. There's a blocking line there. That should be a penalty. It's bricks. Want to go back and look at that. Looked like an obstruction. This is going to be a try. Is it? Interception.
DK.
Great work from David Krill. Makes the interception. We'll go back for the penalty. Let's hope there's no cards here. You can see the ref is just chomping at the bit to give a bit of cheese.
Yeah, because we did slow that down at that breakdown, didn't we, Marcos?
I still think Bismarck had the rights there, but I think he has the rights at every breakdown.
Yeah, but Bismarck's playing in his own game. Keep them coming, guys. Michael Swim, hashtag Richelieu your way. Benetton owns hit a low, what hit yellow. We have low. What do you guys have? Love that. By Michael Stradom.
The read from David Krill there, I don't know if you saw the replay, just sublime. Just beautiful. Charge out line. One risky in the modern game to stab one hand out. Often that can be a deliberate charge on a yellow.
But it's
makes
stuck.
the read. It's stuck, yeah.
CJ Ross is saying, I hate the URC refs. Straight on.
We all do, mate. We all do.
And
I
then
just want to have a look at it. I mean, Bismarck had the rights to that ball. I don't know what the issue is.
It's for slow
Careful,
rollout.
Yeah, fair enough. I did see that.
Yep. And then Ken, okay, mate. And then Kenneth Smith saying, hashtag Richelieu your way. Grill, you lifesaver.
Benetton have the ball now in possession, more time. Oh, it's looking threatening. It's ominous, and the arms out. Moore's getting a little bit of pressure. Duvernach looks like he's going to go to Brex in the number 13 jersey. He does. Brex, he's a powerful runner. It's a good carry. 5 meters out of Benetton. With the advantage now. It's a short ball and the try is going to be scored. Is it Zuliani? The blind side? I think it's Zuliani, the blind side. Yeah, unfortunate from the Vodacom Bulls.
Yeah, Marcus, and we go ahead again, and in the end, we keep them in the game. Now they got another chance. They've got a chance. We're giving them a chance. We need to I saw a nice little comment earlier saying we need to keep the pedal to the metal, keep the pedal on their throats, but obviously we don't there, Marcus. We let them through too easily there.
Very much a one step forward, one step back kind of situation at the moment. Vodacom will score the try, take the lead immediately. Well, actually, we had that penalty in the first half. Immediately from the restart, give away a penalty. So just erase those 3 points. Then again, score the try. Immediately, we give Benetton an opportunity for 3. They kick it over. Now we score other try, and you think just when we're building that momentum, building the innings in the lead, they score another try. So we really needed our defense to step up there. Our defense didn't. We now need our attack, if we can get the ball back, to create something else. Because I feel like this is going to be a ding-dong battle.
Yeah, it's we
Hold on, what was my score prediction? 2017.
Yeah, you said 2017. I said 22-17.
The score right now is 2017, I believe.
But I think there's going to be a lot more to this game, Marcus.
I don't think so. I think from here out it's stalemate.
While we're here then, mate, you might as well pack it in.
Unfortunately, it's 19-20. Benetton got the extra 2.
Yes, boys.
$19.20 at Stadio Manigo. Vodacom Bulls holding on. Oh, it's a penalty against Edmund Hunt's playing the ball on the ground. It's so unfortunate.
We give so many penalties away.
Shooting ourselves in the foot, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Kenneth was saying, better focus as a belief and lost the photo for no in the locker room. Yeah, leave the faults in the locker room, please, guys.
We did. We started so well in that second half. To start the second half, we were perfect. Absolutely perfect. But since then, we've just been shooting ourselves in the foot defensively and now on attack again.
Yes, building blocks. Morris from Luna even said, there has to be a process in plan. So we are improving. The Bulls are improving. Game in. So let's see the next game. Well, let's win this game first, and let's see what can happen in the next game. He had Loftus against the Sharks.
Marcus saying, "Come on, Bulls! You still got this. Keep Benetton out of your half for the rest of the game. Go Benetton," says the vet burning. The vet, I think you're in the wrong place, China.
Yeah. David, you're not a Bull supporter, is he?
Orchid saying, let's hope our bomb squad can pull it through. A couple comments from that about our bomb squad. Layla Miller saying it's Stravino time. It's an interesting call.
Interesting call.
Hashtag. Let's bring him on. Come on, Cornell.
The blue bomb.
Go Cornell Hendricks. We've called it now, so everyone's looking up.
Come on. Hi, sir.
Cornell Hendricks, the man, the myth, the legend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Emphasis on legend.
We've raced up to a 1-point lead, Cornell. What are your thoughts on that? The way we started the second half, you must be chuffed about it.
Yeah, 100%. Very tough about the second half. Yeah, and the boys looking good. From last week till now, they're looking good. Yeah.
And then just a word on your injury, Cornell. What is it? How far out are you?
So I picked up a little growing strain, but yeah, I did my full running today.
Was that on the field, the groin strain?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
New man. And Kola, Marcus, I saw on social that awesome video of you with the shots. Says, come on, man. That was really funny. What was going on there?
Yes, I was just everyone's just shouting, yeah. So I think the thing's trending now, but yeah, it was good fun.
Maybe that's where the groin strain came from.
Okay, so last word here, Cornell, in terms of closing out this game, if we can hang on to this 1-point lead. I know Benetton are threatening a little bit here. What would your message, if you were coach, be to the boys hanging on to this 1-point lead?
Yeah, just to play in the right areas and obviously put the pressure back on them with great kicks and contestable. And yeah, just keep the defensive line and keep the defense tight. And yeah, I think the boys got this, and I think that the leadership on the field are very much experienced, and they will keep the boys calm. Yeah,
100%. Keep calm. Message from Cornell Hendricks. So thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
Let's hope we pull this one off.
Yeah.
Let's go all.
What a legend there.
Absolute character. Obviously, great player, but great personality of the game off the field as well.
100%, Marky.
Great team man.
And to all the Bulls fans saying, let's stop kicking the ball away. A man who plays in the team, he says, let's put pressure on them with the kicks, Yeah. So hearing it from a veteran in the game, I think maybe we should think twice about that.
It's always a refreshing perspective because we can say, keep the ball in hand, don't kick it away. But when those who have actually played the game at that level, are part of the setup, understand the way we need to play. when you hear him say we need to actually play in the right areas, you realize that probably is the way we need to go.
Yeah.
That's the direction. But as we say that, Benetton, this Thomas Albernoz, or whatever his name is.
Albernaut.
Albernoz, North
No, some strange names that you don't see here, Marcus.
kicks it over. So unfortunately, Benetton back in the lead for the first time in the second half.
Yeah, I'm Damon Gray saying wish he was on the field. And then Miss Yolisa Matanzima, the mother of Simpir Matanzima, saying proud of you boys. Hi Cornel, miss you on the field from Elian Valenti. We all miss him, but he will be back soon for sure. Cornel Hendricks.
Resub made, and here come Benetton. The score's 22-20. Still, oodles of time to go in this fixture, our final game of the tour. 22-20, 2 points in it. Can the Vodacom Bulls manufacture something? They've been so good in the second 40. Our best sort of 20-odd minutes of rugby on this tour, and there's Curtly Orenser in the air, taking it beautifully, but the penalty will go against the Vodacom Bulls. Just not what you want.
Yeah.
Just gifting them an opportunity to get back in our half. As we see some changes being made, Matanzima's on, so is Mornay Smith, so some wholesale changes in the front row. I think Busy's still out there, and he's at a mammoth 60-odd minutes of rugby.
Yeah, I think we really need to keep Busy out there for as long as possible, Marcus, because his output has been insane. And Yolisa Matanzima, as her son comes on, says, I believe you can still do it. I also believe so, ma'am.
Let's have another look at this penalty. So Curtly Orenser goes to ground. Is that for Eskom going off his feet? It's a tough call. He's trying to make the clean. I don't understand calls like that. That totally just rewrites the script. It's not hurting anyone. It's not preventing anyone from making a clean. There's really no issue. But to then now give Benetton 30-odd meters on the kick and an opportunity to pull away, it's just ridiculous. We really need to rethink the rule book, in my opinion. Back on Benetton, switching the point of attack. Out the back door. Slick hands. Here's Brex, who's been an explosive carrier. There's a really good tackle there from Chris Smith. Physical tackle as well. Zak Burger is on as well for Emmy Papier.
Big T here by the Vodacom Bulls win, very needed. But I like the intent.
Ben don't break. Love the intent. The aggressiveness on defense has been really good. Been up in their face and not missing too many tackles either. Benetton trying to turn the corner in their space. They've managed to do so. Tackle must be good, and it is.
Misread there by Similani.
Good shots in midfield by Matanzima and Ruanokia, who's had a mammoth performance. Zuliani, the try scorer. Marcel Couture could be over that. Just misses it. Breaks again. Marco van Staden's over that. Oh. Benetton again.
Oh, it's there, Ref. Thank you.
Been stolen by the Vodacom Bulls. Here's Eskom. There's numbers to his outside. He's going to tuck and go. Vodacom Bulls have managed to save the day here. 2 points down. 19 minutes still to go. We can't play conservative rugby. Clearance from Chris Smith looks good.
It's a big kick upfield. Great kick by Chris Smith. Wow.
Beyond the 22, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, literally camped in his own dead ball area, Marcos. Unbelievable by Chris Smith. Sabulela Maekiso saying, come on, boys, come on now. Security there. Hashtag Richelieu your way. Gombela by Damien Grace. Remember, guys, keep them coming. We are giving away 2 awesome prizes. First one, Siskan Grill Hamper. Spices, sauces, everything you need for an awesome bride home. Then the second one is 4 tickets to Loftus Festival next week Sunday for Pink Day against the South Sea Sharks.
Penalty for holding on at the breakdown. Damien Gray saying ref is slow, and I've noticed that we get over the ball and it takes him 7-8 seconds to blow the penalty. You're supposed to release after 2 to 3 seconds.
He's second guessing himself.
Yeah. Layla Miller saying hashtag Richelieu your way, dominating the breakdown. Corbus van Steen saying hashtag Richelieu your way, come on Bulls, back to basics.
Sure, Marcos Eskom van Staden, my word, he's been insane. Yeah, Anna Marie Vessel saying hashtag Richelieu your way, don't let them score again, pretty please boys. 18 minutes to go. Scores 22-20 to Benetton.
Win our line out, that's Ruanokia. Arms out from the referee as well. I think he was taken or interfered with in the air. Here comes Berger. Here's Harold Forster. So direct. Always over the advantage line when he gets those legs pumping. So tough to bring down. The glue, we call him. Mornay Smith, the reserve tight head prop, pumping the legs as well. Zak Berger switches the point of attack. Here's Nokia. Out the back door to Chris Smith. Shows and goes. Arms still out. We'll go back for the penalty. What do we do here? Decision time, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a gimme kick. It's on the angle. Do we go for the corner and
think
back our maul? Do we go for the post and take the lead, potentially?
It's a bit far. I think we go for the corner. Let's see what they'll do.
Henk saying big stakes line out now. Let's maul them to pop. Rainer saying play with the back line, swing the ball to create space.
Hey, gaan Paulo too. This is a massive kick for Chris.
Comment below, do you think that's the right call? Henk saying poles. Ken is saying rugby's an 80-minute game.
This is a massive kick. My goodness, this is game-changing, this. But we must make sure if he slots this, we do not concede another penalty in the red zone, Marcos.
Corey saying, please, Bulls, pull a rabbit out of the hat. Damon saying Forster needs a line break. Chris Smith. Eyes up the posts. Opportunity to give the Vodacom Bulls the lead once again. With under 15 minutes to go in Stadio Manigo. Tough kick on the angle.
Looks good.
It's over.
Oh,
Chris
easy
Smith.
does it. The Dean Street hooligan. Unreal.
Vodacom Bulls back in the lead again. A delicate 1-point lead as we see Jan Hendrik Wessels warming up to take the field.
The bomber.
23-22 is the score. Can the Vodacom Bulls hang on? I don't think so. I think we're going to need to score again. I think Benetton play in the right areas. They play such structured rugby, so well coached. They will score again.
They will get points again for sure because their breakdown work is insane. Their work rate at the breakdown is second to none.
Not as good as ours though this evening.
Yeah, for sure.
Kick it deep.
Let's have a look now.
Vodacom Bulls in possession.
Let's get out of here.
We can't bleed the clock. Way too much time and the deficit is just a point. As Cornel Hendricks said, we need to play in the right areas. Up and under from Ambrose. Tackle's not made. It needed to be made, and here they come. Offloading. Scrafton, the lock. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Mark Nankara.
Ambrose again. From Benetton, breaks. Duvenacher. Taking it to the line with such aggression right now, Benetton. They've really upped the tempo on attack as well. They're playing with fluidity, but they've lost it. And Vodacom will clear their lines. Massive sigh of relief as Wandi Simulani charges this kick down. Breaks. Feel that you need to make this tackle early. Now this is a counter-attacking opportunity. Probably not the man you
Need
want.
a player. Big busting run in the midfield there. Quick ball by Zuckerberger.
David Krill is being physical at the point of contact. It's a good clean as well.
Deceptively strong is DK.
Matanzima twisting, turning, corkscrew run from the replacement loose head prop. Chris Smith spots some space. There's a bounce. It's perfect.
My word.
It's absolutely perfect
That
from
is
Chris
straight
Smith.
out of the Mornay Stain playbook, eh, Marcos? He'll be proud of that. Wow.
It's exactly what our guest Cornel Hendricks called for. Play in the right areas. We've got a 1-point lead again. Push them back, pin them back. It's exactly what Chris Smith has done.
What
Look at
a
that
kick.
It had to be perfect. It had to be between the hash and the touchline. It had to be dead accurate, and it is.
Now we attack this line out with all we have.
Chris Smith, on that note, is going to leave the field. Mornay Stain,
He's had a good game.
he's had a good game. He's improved. He's bounced back as Chris Smith. We said he was going to play well this evening, and he's done that. And that last contribution from him was gold. Here comes Mornay Stain to close it out with 13 minutes to go in Stadio Monigo. Benetton uncontested at the line out. Interesting.
Interesting, especially on their 5 meter. Let's go now. What? Oh.
Mundy's dropped it. He's dropped it like a bad habit. And just what we didn't need. And he was under no pressure. I think he just had a look up at the defense ahead of him. Obviously looking to launch some kind of counter-attack, and he spilled it. And Benetton will have the scrum.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen much ball, and that was like probably the first high ball, one of the first high balls I've seen being put on him, and he just drops it, Marcos. Maybe a bit cold there.
Keep those comments coming. 2 fantastic prizes to give away, including a massive hamper courtesy of Six Gun Grill and 4 tickets to Pink Day next Sunday. It's going to be an absolute blast. Make sure you comment and use hashtag Richelieu your way to win. Siabulela saying, give it everything, Bulls. Rainer saying, staying on. Yes.
like what?
Bloke
Love it.
Milan saying, hashtag Rishu your way. Go Bulls, bury them.
And Marco Eskom van Staden, Marcus. What an absolute
effort.
game.
Mammoth effort.
Yeah, for sure. And I agree with you. I think he's the mom today, for sure.
On comes Vieja.
And this is when you want VAR on Marcus, when the defense is a bit tired and he can just run at you, hammer and tongs, you know, and he's got some pace on him, he's strong, he's physical. Yeah, I like that. Sabulele laughing at you saying, lol, as for dropped it like a bad habit.
One of my classics, man.
Time, please, sir. We've got 13 minutes to go. Scores 23-22 to the Vodacom Bulls.
Vian saying, hashtag Rishu your way. Big match. Temperament, boys. Yeah, I don't know about the scrum. This is what I'm worried about here. But the replacement front row is solid. But our scrum has kind of been the death of us so far in this game.
I think, yeah, we know it was 1-1-1, but now we've got a new front row, that possibly struggled at scrum time in the previous game. Let's see what they can do here. Come, boys. This is massive.
Just need parity here. I'm not expecting a penalty to the Vodacom Bulls. Probably going to be a couple resets, and it goes down immediately. Yeah. Looks like a bit of overextending on the side of Benetton. Testing times here. Stadio Monigo, so nervous.
Nervous, yeah. Okay, let's go now.
Like I said, we don't need a milk a pen. I'll be happy if Benetton just get the ball out and we keep going. Can we maintain parity?
Kubos is starting saying, hashtag Richly your way. My hands are so warm, the ice is melting in my glass. Kumbala. The nerves.
Walton, it's a solid scrum from Mornay Smith. I think he's beaten his man there. This ball will be allowed to come out. Here come Benetton. Going through the phases. They clear eventually on the second receiver. Curtly Orense is going to have to track back for this one, along with David Krill.
Good take,
Here's Orense. Spots a bit of a mismatch there. Beats his man.
Electric.
And powerful. There's a really good line in midfield there. Vodacom Bulls. Stain. Forster. Marcel Kutsia. Stain's going to kick. Up and under. Very shallow up and under. Very shallow. But it's contestable. But Benetton, second best in the comp in retaining their kicks. Penalty there.
Penalty
goes
Vodacom
against
Bulls.
Benetton. Wow. Massive.
This is big.
Rainer saying, come on, Richelieu your way. Let's take this now, boykies. Teresa saying, last push. Hashtag Richelieu your way.
Yeah, Marcus, you're more than staying.
John Bierke saying, Bulls fans are praying right now. Leila Miller saying, last push now for the Vodacom Bulls. Let's take it first win onto a hashtag Richelieu your way.
Yeah, Morning staying with the great kick again, Marcus. Just outside the 5 meter. This is red zone time. Let's capitalize. More time. Let's go bank a ball. Valstein come in the front and let's set that maul up.
Deceptively powerful is Curtly Orense, I have to say. I mean, small man, but he packs a real punch. Jan-Hendrik Wessels, crucial line out for him. Finds his man. Finds Ruan Nokia. More time Vodacom Bulls. 10 minutes to go. It's Stadio Monigo. Got to give it everything now, boys. Big maul.
Squeeze!
It's a huge maul from the Vodacom Bulls. Just short. Oh, probably peeled off a bit early there. A bit premature from Jan-Hendrik Wessels. Low. This is where we were against Munster. Can't go 7 minutes without scoring. Got to do something here. 3 meters out. Upping the ante now, the Vodacom Bulls. Short ball to Ulrich Low. Good clean, good ball retention so far. Benetton look a mile offside. Backline ball.
Oh, hands!
Curtly Orense. Still in possession. Zach Burger spots a half break. Was almost on for him. Potentially a slow rollout there. Another carry, Vodacom Bulls. Gone through a lot of phases here. So far, so good. Vieja Steenkamp. Just want the safety of that arm out from the referee. Ulrich Low steps and goes. Takes 2 to bring him down. Burger again. So far, Benetton up to the task defensively. Isolated.
Oh.
He's off his feet. Zach Burger.
It's there.
Zach Burger goes again. Spotting some space, and Matanzi must knocked it. It's a nightmare.
Oh, it's a penalty.
Is it?
I think it's an offside penalty,
Penalty for
Marky.
offside. They were camping on the offside line.
Maybe that's the first time I've ever seen them give a penalty for offside in the
Is
red zone
it?
against them. Is it?
I don't think it is. I think it's a scrum.
Wow. But yes, Marcus, in that red zone, we are looking a lot better. You know what I mean? The last time we were there, we did score a trial with Al-Khlo. Nearly there, but unfortunately.
There's just not enough penetration and punch. Like, we're going through the phases, coast to coast, pick and go, but they're not effective carries. They're not getting us closer to the try line.
Yeah.
And we're not getting over the paint ultimately, and that's what matters. So very, very worrying, and our red zone efficiency at the moment hasn't been great, in my opinion. It looks like it is a penalty, KK.
Yeah, it's an offside
well
penalty.
done. So, going to have another chomp of the cherry here.
Tap and go, you reckon, Marky?
I think more time Vodacom Bulls. I think stab it into the corner. Our more looked really threatening on the last go. Comment below, what do you think we should do here, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, and we do it, Marcus. And you're right. It looked very threatening, and you mentioned that Jan-Henrik Wessels peeled off a bit too early. You know, and it's a skill that's at the back of a maul. You know, when to pick your moment to peel off.
Clean
Goes
pull.
back to him.
Jan-Henrik Wessels, massive carry.
Wow! Power! That's the one. Come on!
We spoke about him peeling off slightly earlier the previous maul. Now he goes again early, but this time beats 3-4 men and scores a try in the corner.
No, Marcus. I think it was off the training line.
Stunted.
They popped it over to him, Marky. You'll see now. But
We're going upstairs, of course.
Standard.
Every time the Bulls score, we have to go upstairs. That's written in the law book. Unfortunately, we're the only team that applies to.
Frustrating. Great camera work by Alex Loth. I also thought it was a great camera work. We got the full sight of that.
I think we're going to look and see if there's an illegal shift here at the line out.
I don't think that Jan-Henrik Wessels was ever.
I don't think he was
ever in the line.
It wasn't
in
a
the
back.
maul.
It wasn't a line-out move. I think Ronnie here brought it down. We'll have another look at it. I think Jan-Henrik Wessels grabbed the ball and went for it. I don't think it was an actual move.
Just watch your Marky.
See here. So Nokia collects it.
I think they pop it up. He pops it off to him when you go when he goes down.
Let's just see. No, he doesn't. Goes to ground. Ball kind of filters back, but it's not forward.
And Jan-Henrik Wessels is never in that maul.
Yeah, he's not. So it's not offside. It can't be, because the ball lands, unless it touches the player in front of Jan-Henrik Wessels. It's gone backwards. Jan-Henrik Wessels is never part of the maul.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a try. The ball's obviously gone backwards, so it's not a knock-on. Wessels wasn't part of the maul. When the ball hit, I think it ricocheted off Marcel Coetzee.
Yeah.
In which case, he would be offside because he's holding on to a player in front of him.
Yeah, but he was never
Ball
part of the
touch.
maul, yeah.
But he was never part of the maul, so
100.
it's a try. I think we're just trying to see if he was out, perhaps. Yes, that ankle took a
Yo.
beating on that turn. It looks like he's out.
Oh, he's kissed it, hasn't he? Oh, no. It's going to be given out.
Yeah, so actually there was no issue with the actual maul. That was fine, but it looks like Jan Hendrik's stud, as KK so eloquently put it, kissed the paint. That ankle gets rinsed.
Oh, and he's walking fine after that.
Has this got, I mean, you're not going to see from that angle. Is it clear and obvious? That's my question.
Try awarded.
Try awarded, wow.
Yes. Massive. Try number 3. One try away from a PP. Imagine.
Jeepers.
Come on, boys.
Unreal.
We're back in business, boys.
28. There'll be more now.
No try.
No, it's been awarded.
They made a mistake. TM obviously made a mistake there with that. Yeah. I was about to say, these eggs. No, it's been given, Damien, don't worry.
Don't worry, it's a try, Damien.
Yeah, you listen to what I'm saying, come on. I agree with you there, man. Vodacom Bulls, 28-22 up with conversion to come. Mornay Stain.
Vian saying, #Richelieu, what is the status of the try decision making? Try was awarded, Vian.
Henklopper, Pillar, #Richelieu away. We're back in business. We are back in business.
Tough kick for Mornay staying here on the angle. But if there's any man in world rugby you want taking this kick, it's him. Let's see. It's over.
Oh my goodness, he's something else.
It's like it's just on a
Nerves
Sunday
of steel.
afternoon. It's crazy. Mornestein converted, which was a crucial conversion to be made, because it made it a 2-score game once again.
I think that could be it, Marcos.
No. Don't you dare do that. 30-22, so 8 points in it. So it is a 2-score game, but somehow Benetton have come away with the ball at the restart, which is the last thing we wanted. Would have liked to bleed out the clock a little bit. Knock backwards, penalty. Crossing should be to the Bulls, and it is.
That's massive.
There's a fight. Is there? Yeah, there is. There's a scrap in midfield. Quite a lacquer one as well.
Reine van der
Ding,
Berg.
ding, ding.
General Stein, Henk Klopper, General. The General for sure.
Comment below with your man of the match. Who do you think was the best player in a Vodacom Bulls jersey?
For you, Mark, I'm agreeing with you. Marco van Staden.
I think Marco van Staden was sensational. I think he was absolutely sensational. Bismarck was a menace
insane.
at the breakdown. He was clutch.
Yeah.
Nokia was super workmanlike around the park. I thought Marcel could see the captain's innings. Has to go to a forward, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Marco van Staden did enough. I mean, he was immense. Go Bulls, says Curlin. So sweet, says Daniel. We are the Blue Bulls, your Quibus. Layla Miller agreeing, saying Marco Eskom van Staden, hashtag Richelieu your way.
Remember, guys, get those comments in. About 6 minutes to go in this game. Remember, you do stand a chance of winning 2 awesome prizes. The first one, the Seskan Grill Hamper with all the spices and sauces you need for a great braai. The second one is 4 tickets to Loftus Festival on Pink Day next week Sunday. Like, comment, share, and hashtag Richelieu your way.
Arms out at the mall. So the mall has been a sneaky weapon for the Vodacom Bulls that we haven't really seen that much of on this tour. We didn't expect to see much of it, but it's worked so well for us. And here's Matanzima. He's so strong. Takes 2 to bring him down. Arms still out. Vodacom Bulls want to keep bleeding out the clock. Vanilla Gorilla Morne Smith carries it ahead. Just over 5 minutes to go. Sadio Manigo. Ronokia. It's dropped cold by Semen Khan. So go back for the pin. Barlatu.
Yeah, Barlatu. Have to go Barlatu. Take it away from them now.
Again, keep bleeding the clock. That clock management is so important. 8-point game.
And we saw Edinburgh try to do that, the clock management. They had Loftus Marcos, and it ended up working against them. Let's see if it can work for us. Mornay Stain. And Richelieu for man of the match. Hashtag Richelieu your way by Jason Ward. That is a big call. We're going for the PP, Marcos.
Makes sense. This will put it beyond a 2-score game. So the 3 points would have made it a 12-point game, meaning Benetton can score 2 tries and win. But of course, we're also chasing the bonus point. A try here effectively ends the game as a contest.
100%.
And gives us the bonus point.
And also, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure, especially on the teams like the Lions and the Sharks who can't play this weekend. You know, it puts log pressure.
The mall's been so good. Volt Steenkamp, towering presence in the middle. Jan-Hendrik Wessels has possession at the back of this. This will be a big one here. Jan-Hendrik Wessels looking to bag a
peel off
second.
early. Jeez.
4 meters out. Try time.
Come on, BP!
Marcel Kutsia.
Let's go, my
That's
boy.
the bonus point. We needed that as a franchise. We needed that.
Finally, yeah.
As a franchise, we needed that one. Marcel Kutsia, he's had a captain's innings. We've mentioned it. So physical at the point of contact. That far out, you're not stopping him. But the Vodacom Bulls rolling more. The last 30 minutes has just been a revelation, and we didn't see it coming, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't mention it in our Keys to Victory pre-game. We didn't even think that this was a potent weapon. But against Benetton, after 30 minutes, we found our form at the mall, and it's worked wonders. There's another try from the rolling mall. This time to our skipper, Marcel Kutsia. Bonus point in the bag. Game over as a contest. Vodacom Bulls will come home with a win from 3 on tour, and a bonus point win at that.
And we needed that, Marcos, especially with the Sharks next week. You know, some confidence, and wow, what a performance by the Vodacom Bulls. Marcel, your ace about Corbus van Staden, your ace. Therese obviously very happy there. Vian Greilang, hashtag Richelieu your way. Hope the clock plays in our favor. I don't think we need the clock anymore, sir.
Clinton saying hashtag Richelieu your way to the commentators. Layla Miller saying first win on tour, hashtag Richelieu your way. It's so sweet. Teresa saying hashtag Richelieu your way. Mornay Steyn on the angle, but he's kicked another one from the other side.
And Clinton Koopman saying, "Okay, guys, said you guys would have a good time in studio tonight." Yeah, you
Thank
did call
goodness.
it. You did call it. Thank
Mornay
you.
Steyn's popped it over. It's absolutely ridiculous, this man in front of post.
Clutch.
Unreal. The textbook definition of clutch is Mornay Steyn.
I'm starting to look for a winner, Marcos. I think I've eyed one. But
I've
there's
eyed
still
one
time.
as well. I'll name the Six and Grill hamper
Okay,
this
cool.
week.
Okay, cool.
Benetton in search of a consolation try now. 2.5 minutes, in fact, under 2.5 minutes to go. Benetton going through the phases. Been driven all the way backwards though. 2 minutes to go at Stadio Manigo. Benetton looking to turn the corner. They find a bit of purchase out wide in the tram lines. Defense has largely stepped up to the task this evening, KK.
Yeah.
We mentioned it's been a bit of an Achilles heel of this team, but really stepped up. Nice and aggressive off the line,
Yes,
making
sir.
your one-on-one tackles.
Yeah, only 2 tries let in, and I think the tackling stats will be a lot better. A lot better sight for sure.
Again, containing them nicely in the wider channels. There's Albanose. Hasn't
Every time
really,
you say that,
hasn't really
kills
done
me.
anything, has he? He's been probably their best player this tour. Well, sorry, this campaign, but hasn't done anything this evening. Vodacom Bulls largely kept him in check, contained him, trying to work the blind side now. Benetton find a bit of space and numbers. But again, bend don't break mentality of the Vodacom Bulls defense, stepping up to the task.
Oh,
And
it's
they
a
knock
knock.
it.
That's pressure, son.
Try number 5. Let's go. DK. Orense throws it straight to him.
Has he knocked it?
He's knocked it.
Yeah.
Zuckberger. It's
There
a
we go.
ball. DK's
DK.
off. DK's
What is
off. Give it.
Give it. Let's go. Let's go. Savino, Rocket Man. Oh yeah.
Savino, the Rocket Man Jacobs, bag try number 5. It's a demolition job.
Boom.
It's a slaughter.
Get out of here.
It's an absolute massacre in Italy. The Italian job. Have
Come
you seen
on.
these men? Have you seen these men? 23 men abusing Italians. 23 tourists. Wow. How about this for a bit of counter-attack? Look
Oh,
at
Zach Bergel, Shane go. DK down the middle. Oh, Marcus pretty special. And it's Savino Jacobs. They were called on for him, the Rocket Man. Yo, Easter.
Elton John will be giving it horns on the piano there. The inside ball to DK. He's off, but he's always looking for support. And he gives it. And then Savino Jacobs scores.
Yo, finally, Marcos. Is he going to split the purse? There's some interesting scenes behind camera. (42-22). That's demolition.
Oh no, that's
No.
horrible scenes. Ulrich Lowe leaving the field with ice around the ankle. Don't like to see that. Mornay Steyn been absolutely brilliant.
Yo, listen, my time
And it's
saying
over.
try machine, and that should be game.
And that's a game, set, match.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
You too.
Vodacom Bulls run away to a 44, I think, what was the final score? 44-22 point lead. 20-point victory. Massive cushion. I mean, we just wanted the win, and the way the first half was going, we didn't know if we were hoping we could kind of just pull away, scramble, scrape a victory. But to win by 20 points, absolutely incredible performance from the Vodacom Bulls at the end of the tour. We bag a win, finally, KK, and this will give us so much momentum going into the game, the Pink Day game in Durban.
Yeah, absolute
So
great
enjoy
momentum,
against
Marcus.
Sharks.
And you know, they said the pink jersey is cursed, and it obviously is not, Marcus, especially coming into the Sharks game. Now we can see the boys winning pink, and hopefully it can happen again next week, Sunday, Marky. Marky, who are you giving that prize to?
Okay, I've got a couple. I'm just trying to look now. Okay, I've called it Layla Miller's winning the Six and Grill hamper. She was phenomenal in terms of getting involved, asking some really probing questions. Layla Miller wins the Six and Grill hamper. KK, you said you have someone in mind for the 4 tickets.
Yeah, for the 4 tickets, sir, it's this man, Reino van den Berg. You know, he's really been involved this evening. And wow, we'll see you next week Sunday at Loftus Festival on Pink Day. Big game against the Sharks and a horrible team from the coast. Let's go.
Huge game. Let's absolutely full off this on Sunday. I mean, we've come back, we've got the victory, we've got the momentum behind us now. We're coming home with a bonus point victory. Let's beat that horrible team from Durban, full of big names, but they can't gel as a team. Let's crush them at Loftus Festival and keep this momentum going. Thank you so much for listening to Bullseye TV this evening. We are brought to you as always by Richelieu, the official drink of Bullseye TV, as well as Luno, the official crypto investment partner to Bullseye TV. Thank you so much for listening. It's been an absolute blast. Congrats to the winners. Cakes, let's go have a drink at the bar. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week for another episode of Bullseye TV. We can't end it on that. That was a
One more. Yes, love you, my boy.
Thanks so much. See you next week. Cheers.
Come on.